I don't know.
There we go. Okay, so you just had to sign into YouTube. So I don't know why it went custom, but we're live. We did it.
Are you?
Yeah. We're golden now.
Oh, there you are. There you are. I found you.
Let's see here.
Ka-chow.
We don't need that screen. We need the wheel. All right, so yeah, don't sign out of YouTube and make it your primary. And look at that. Why did it try to make me update drivers? I don't know. You should have just been like, bro, you're signed out of your account. Oh, okay.
That would have been so much easier.
Yeah, I didn't have to restart. God damn it. Oh, well, it's fixed now. Well, there's your live tech support right there. Make sure you signed into your shit, folks.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, we got a hefty agenda today, though.
Yeah, today's a spicy one.
Let's see.
Close that. Close that. Close that.
Okay, bam.
Whoa.
Golden. It's got two on there.
Weird.
Perfect. What up, weeb?
Oh,
okay.
one moment. I thought I was ready.
It's like it's your turn now? All right. Also, weeb, on your end, just let us know, and at least let me know on audio side how we're sounding or anything like that. Dude, we're doing good, man. About ready to nerd out on all these topics. We're gonna go on some fucking tangents, let me tell you.
We're so good. Okay.
What up?
So, do we want to start? Do we want to start with my experience with the iPhone? I've been using it for a week.
All right, using it for a week. You got to give a background. You're typically an Android user, correct?
Yep. So, for context, I have never had an iPhone. Like, used an iPhone as a phone. I've been using it for a week. Terrible. Okay, it's not terrible. It's just much more difficult to do things. A lot of the things that I do for work revolve around like Google Sheets and Google Docs.
Yeah.
And things like that. And so for example, I internet went out at work, right?
Okay.
And on my Android work phone, I have my Google Calendar, which I'm obviously because my calendar just kind of stays updated and updates as you have internet, you know?
Uh-huh.
It stays updated until it sees that a event has been removed once you get internet again. Well, I needed to be able to do something at work, and internet was down, and I couldn't get on my Google Calendar to set up for the next cell flush, and it was driving me fucking insane. So I use an iPhone, but all I use are Google apps. I downloaded Google Calendar, I downloaded Google Sheets, Google Docs, Chrome, Gemini even. So like but I have committed to using it for a month, though. I am going to try to use it for a month.
Congrats on that, Puma, by the way.
It's
a month. Okay.
Been a pain in the ass though so far.
Hey, at least you're committed to it. I will say I've had my moment of having an iPhone as well, if you're not aware of that. So granted, that I think that was the iPhone 6 days. So
okay, so that was a minute ago.
Yeah, so I tried that out, tried it even with an Apple Watch and everything back then. So
my buddy at work was telling me that it's the iPhone I have, and I was like, it's an iPhone 13.
Wait, so the iPhone's a problem?
That's what he said, and I was like, it's an iPhone 13 though.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but if you had like an iPhone 15, you wouldn't have that issue. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. He's like, it's just so much snappier. I'm like, that's not the issue. The issue is compatibility, dude. I can't just go here.
Oh, one second. Let me get you that full screen.
I can't like just go here, right? And then click on the fucking calendar. It doesn't show like, and there's no way to like add my actual like Google Calendar. I can't figure it out. Maybe there is. Maybe like I got to get the URL for it. But like I just have no idea. Whereas on like the actual Google Calendar, all of my events are there. So I don't know. But I'm gonna continue to try it out for a week. So one thing I do like though that I wish was on. Oh man, I can't leak any phone. Or I do like this feature. How you can make yourself like a little Bitmoji. Yeah, this is sick. This is pretty dope. I thought that was dope. I made myself a little piece of poop. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true.
Dude, if anything, I will say this: whether it be an iPhone or Android phones are overpowered for what we use them for anyway. But the fact that you basically made it Android iOS is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you could care less about, at least right now or whatever, not you care less about the messaging thing, because a lot of people feel like they definitely keep their iPhone especially, just because of iMessage.
Yeah, I don't really. It's the work phone, so I
okay.
I use it when I don't want to ruin my like nice phone, you know.
Yeah.
So very very few people even have the number, you know. So I have no reason to message anybody on it.
Okay.
I actually sent that poop video to myself. And then of course, Apple being Apple, the quality degrades like dramatically from iPhone to Android.
Oh yeah. Well, now with RCS though, now that does make a difference, because I did have our buddy Jason send me a video specifically, because I know that would just destroy those things, potato quality. Sent me a video and I was like, they finally look the way they're supposed to look. Thank God. Whether it be back and forth.
It's still so bad. Like, yeah,
true. Depending on.
Maybe I have to like turn something on, but like this is like, I guess it doesn't look so bad through the iPhone camera, but.
Oh yeah, through that I was gonna say, as soon as you send it to someone, though, that's where the difference is. That's where it gets compressed to shit.
I don't know what they do.
Oh, it's a garden. One product is fine. That's why when you said like I'm gonna have an iPhone for a month, I was like, oh God, is he doing this just for shits and giggles, or is he like, yeah, but then I need the Apple Watch to figure this out, and then I need it's just, dude, it tumbles from there. That's how they get you. But
that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and then I'll explain one other thing.
Oh man, see, now he's gonna go get the Apple Watch. He's gonna get his MacBook Pro out. That's how they get you, folks. That's how they get you. They do have good stuff. I will say they're freaking. Obviously, when everything's built in house, you can have everything talking to each other like no other. But I do like having my options on the Android side at least. So that's the pros and cons I see with that. But good God, what are you grabbing? I do need to set a mute thing so it doesn't deafen him, but it mutes me. Yeah, I can hear you.
So
I'll set that up next stream.
For a little bit of context, it's not my first time ever using an Apple product. I've actually had an iPad that I use at work constantly.
Okay.
For the last 2 years, and again, this is I don't use anything Apple about it though. Like the Notes app that I use for like actually writing my notes is a separate app entirely, because I just like the feature of being able to like have pages and books. Like I can have separate books for like different projects, and then inside my books are my pages. You can't do that on the Apple note taking app, but and then all of my apps are obviously Google. I could never leave the Google ecosystem though, because I also have the Pixel tablet. So
is that the one that docks onto like the little home pod thing?
Yeah.
See, that one's dope. I like that one because that one's cool. You'd be like, oh, you want to watch something? Here you go. And then it just uses out your home display and whatever not.
Yeah, we keep it in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. So recipes, whatever.
Babel, yeah, exactly. Babel will pull up our recipes on it and all that jazz. And thing's sweet. I love it. I wanted to get her a case for it so she can put her books on it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go.
I technically bought it for her. But yeah, we do have that. I could never leave the Google ecosystem.
I feel like once you're into something, you're in. People just don't like change. How about that? It's very rare.
Yeah, that is so very true.
Because once you're in, especially about passwords, all that stuff, buddy. But yeah, all right. Let's get to spinning, and we'll do a checkup. This is your first week. You said you got 1 week in the books.
Yep, 1 week. I started on Monday, and it's funny too because like eSIM, I could have transferred it just super easy through Google Fee.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like have to deal with transferring eSIM back and forth, so I actually transferred this number to a SIM card. So if I had just absolutely got fed up with it, I could just switch it back into the Pixel 8.
Oh, there you go.
On the fly.
Just bam, done. I'm over it.
Fuck this,
I'm over it. All right. Let's see here. Spin this wheel. Let's see what we got. The first go around for today is. Yeah, so we'll follow back up end of February then. See how your iPhone thing went. Ooh. All right, first things first, Deadrop being canceled. Okay.
Are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
No, honestly, let's see, did that let me check that off. Let's see, did that remove it? Yes, it did. Perfect. Okay. Not really, no, just because I don't know where all the money, I'm just assuming at this point, but I'm assuming all the money came from Dr. Disrespect for the most part to start this thing up, besides just him being the face and the name behind it. Yeah, whether it had, Halo devs or Call of Duty devs working on this game. Did you ever see this game being played out, by the way?
So I did when, but as it was like a meme, like people were making like videos of Dr. Disrespect saying this game shit, the mechanics in this are shit, and then they would like show clips of his game like in very early development, and it just looked like ass. So they were like kind of memeing on him a little bit there, I never actually saw it like in the later stages of beta. I stopped following it mainly because of I'm sure you can relate. Maybe you can't. But he came out with a few allegations that happened to be true. So
for the whole Twitch side, yeah.
So I just couldn't see myself supporting it too much longer after that. That got a little dark. My bad.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. Let's see. Is anyone in chat able to let me know if there's any echoing on this stream? I just want to make sure. Because I feel like that should be good. And that should be good.
Your settings look good.
Say something. I just want to make sure.
Hello?
Okay, you're good. For some reason, it was like bouncing at the same exact time, which usually means that there's echoing, but we're golden.
I actually did hear myself at one point. Hello. Yeah, I don't hear myself.
Okay, just making sure there. But yeah, for the most part, I can see this being gone. I did watch some of it when it was early on. It was kind of cool just because it's crazy how there was one streamer I watched, and they were already doing like these little tournaments together and everything like that, and they got a decent group of guys in there and everything. And but yeah, in terms of, I don't know, I feel like at some point you shouldn't, as excited as you are about a game, I don't know how well the early access thing goes, because people get their first impressions off that, if that makes sense.
Another thing that kind of killed me, bro, I can't say I was ever truly excited for this game because of this, was the whole NFT thing. I was like, oof, oh boy. And like that can be done really cool. That can be done really cool if it's like an NFT that you earn, or like you know what I mean? Because then you can further your its value. But if it's like a one of one that you got to buy from a large streamer, he's going to charge like a good chunk of money for that. Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned NFTs, just because off another game, I guess, per se. They're not NFTs, but in my mind, they kind of are, give or take, I guess. But a lot of people can have the same card. But I feel like Pokemon is actually the closest to having like an NFT market, if that makes any sense.
Are you talking about the trading card game?
Yeah.
Have you played it?
I have it downloaded and I played it briefly, but I was just like, okay, I just didn't want to spend, make it part of my schedule. Like, all right, I got to log in every 12 hours, swipe a card and kind of go from there. My sister's addicted to it, I will say that, but
I am a diehard Pokemon fan. I have Pokemon Home, Pokemon Go, Pokegenie, Pokemon Sleep, and Pokemon trading card game on my phone. I do not play the trading card game. Some people loved it. I just and maybe it's the magic. A lot of people explained it to me as the magic of opening the cards. I don't feel
animation
that magic because the cards
animation
aren't in my hand.
Is really good. Yeah, that is true.
But the cards aren't here. They're on my phone. It doesn't sound as cool. And then at that time I was playing Card Simulator on the computer, and I downloaded the Pokemon mod, so that felt way cooler.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, I just feel like you just gotta be doing
20K.
something more instead of just like swipe. This is what I have now, my decks, and then be like, okay, now what? But hey, some people like that. Obviously, my sister
Maybe it'd
does.
be more interesting now.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I didn't see this as a surprise, especially with him and the allegations, all that other stuff. And yeah, this is why I think in general, especially being, live streamers, all that stuff, don't pin yourself to a game is my take off of this. So just saying, don't put your eggs in all in one basket for the most part, especially when it comes to a game. So
it really does suck for the studio though, because they had obviously nothing to do with that. But I am pretty confident that the reason for this is because of the allegations.
Oh yeah, you don't want your brand in a sense tarnished because of, even if it's something that, I don't know, rumored or he did it, all this other stuff, it's still being tainted in that respect. So
it also sucks too, because that dude went through a lot. You know what I mean? He got his house shot at, like multiple death threats, a bunch of windows broken. Like, damn. There was a point in time where I really felt for him. Which
at that point, I'd be more scared of how did this information leak, in terms of doxing or whatever. Not like, no, bro. That's the scary part about being online. You just got to make sure, what's in the background, what gets pulled up on a tab, what's getting searched. It's on once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. So,
bro, I've leaked my card information when I first started streaming multiple times. I had to instantly stop, delete, and then good luck finding it. I've streamed a lot, and there's I think I deleted it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's expired by now.
Yeah, there you go. So it's just wild. You just got to be safe when you're online or anything like that. But no, I didn't see that as a surprise to me. So,
have you ever leaked anything?
No, but I will say, if anything, it's funny with the whole IT space and everything like that. The biggest thing is social engineering. That's the biggest thing. I've had someone call me, and this was in the last 6 months, pretending to be my bank and be like, yo, we saw this purchase, which I know sometimes they'll be like, oh, you spent $1,000 on an Apple product. I'm like, I would never. And so I don't fall for those ones.
I would never.
Yeah. So I don't fall for those ones. It's the ones where it's like, oh, okay, someone did this for your account. We're going to call you. And it's like, hey, did this happen? Blah, blah. And it's like, it's your money and all this other stuff. And it's like, yes, that happened. And it's like, you'll take them through the process. You'll basically log in for them and all this other shit. And it's just like, no, goddamn, you are just preying on the people who just want their money and just want it solved now. And it's like, well, you're getting screwed over at the same time. So I'm just saying that kind of shit happens out there. That's why, to kind of go back to the phones, that's why I actually really love the Pixel line, just because of the screen calls and all that other shit.
Oh yeah. And they're
not
really
just
good
that,
at marking a call as spam before.
Yeah. And then, but not only that, but all right, I can have them talk to, Gemini or whatever not, and be like, here you go, keep yourself entertained. I don't have to ever touch that stuff. So.
Have you seen that they've updated it to where Gemini will summarize your inbox now?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's sick. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere with this.
Yeah, I don't know if it was available yet, but I did see a thing where I think Gemini would call restaurants and they would ask them questions if you had any. I don't know, closing times, what's on the menu, do you have gluten-free options, or stuff like that. So
I think that would annoy the person answering the phone.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, they sound good, but at the same time, when you know it's fake, it's because I know they can even put in the ums and this and that. So I'm just like, dude, at that point, I don't know. Why can't you make that call? How busy are you really?
Yeah. Well, and I know how much I hate it when I'm talking to Xfinity and I'm talking to the robot and I can't get past the robot to talk to a real person. Fucking A, dude, that pisses me off.
I'm always hitting zeros. I think I feel like that's the golden key to get to the actual person, is just hit 0 once they're going through that menu with you. But
so right. Is this next topic the nothing phone?
It is, yes. Which I found very interesting. Let me get that one off of here.
So I've always liked the nothing phone's aesthetic.
Yes, I love their designs and the dot matrix OS stuff. I think it's
very
minimal
pretty.
but cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
but
pleasing.
I just thought it was very interesting because they, within like the last few days or so, they had a thing on their YouTube channel where they mentioned the 3A here. Let's see, there should be. There's one of the leaked videos. Obviously, this is not it. It's just a demo unit with the cameras inside them.
They do have a video further down, I believe, right?
Do they? I don't know if it's a video of it.
The nothing. Oh, well, it's not like really a video.
Yeah.
I think it's like teasing the back of like the camera.
Yeah. But I don't think any other phone company has put out an A version, or I guess you would say the budget friendly version of a phone before the actual normal / pro phone is out, if that makes sense. So it's interesting that they're doing it backwards, because the phone 3 isn't even out yet.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, because Pixel does like the A series after. Wow, I didn't really think about it like that.
Yeah, and Samsung does their whatever, like FE phones, fan editions, all that other stuff. Once these S25s come out, they'll, switch to the cheaper models down, 6 months later is usually what happens. So it's just interesting how you get the cheaper one, which I don't know. I don't mind spending.
Make them more sales.
Yeah, not only for people wanting something new, people's patience, and then kind of going back to, I don't know, your buddy saying, oh, you need the 15 in order to do this or make it fine. Honestly, I don't think so, because again, most of these phones are overkill. And then not only that, but a good majority of us, whether it be tech enthusiasts, anything like that, or even what you'd call like normal people, you could easily get by on. Yeah, you could easily get by on a $400 phone.
Oh yeah.
So
I gotta tell you one more thing about that buddy.
Yeah.
He has two 15 Pro Maxes, and he's sitting next to me on the bench outside, right? He goes, God, I kind of want to buy something. And
Jesus.
I'm like, why? And he's like, my taxes just hit. And I'm like, okay. What do you want to buy? He's like, I don't want to tell you. I'm like, why not? He's like, because you're gonna make fun of me.
The 16?
I'm like, you're not gonna do it, are you? He's like, I want the 16 Pro.
Why?
I'm like, oh my God.
You have a problem.
So he said he's gonna wait. He's the one with the Pixel 9 Pro as well.
Pro, yeah.
He was like trying to get. He's the one that your iPhone is from.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you have a problem. 1 year every single time when it comes out. What's the itch for? You're doing the same shit.
He's the one that this 12 is from right here, and the 13 that I'm using. So hold on, holy fuck, 1, 2. He gave me an iPhone SE, 1, 2, 3, and then you have 1, 4, and then he has 2 more at his house. Bro. Does
he have any of those Pixel tablets that you have in the house, or what? It's like, at this point, he's my dealer at this point. Like, good God.
You know what's so funny about that though? He is the person that sold me this iPad too. I just forgot that until just now. Oh my God.
Well, he's a benefit for aftermarket shit. I'll give him that. But at some point, dude, save up, do something else.
I love buying it off him next year. I buy it off him the following year.
There you go. And then he's like, "Oh, I can get the new one this year." You're feeding the habit.
I'm feeding the beast,
Yeah. But yeah, that was the only thing I saw with this phone coming out is the aesthetics of the backs, all that stuff. Or I think the clear backs, all that stuff looked dope.
Yeah, the Nothing Phone 2 was super dope looking.
Yeah, because even my Pixel Watch right now, the OS on it is reminiscent of Nothing's OS.
I loved this notification light on the back, like
the glyph.
Yeah, that was super hype. It was so cool looking.
Oh, it was dope. I did like how it would blink. I think you could change colors maybe on the 2, I think. So you could see what it was like old Android phones actually used to do. But
yeah.
No, I think it's dope. A 3A series will be interesting. We'll see when it comes out. But
are these phones hard to get in the US?
Yeah, because I don't know if they have. I don't know if it says here. I know they sold out within like 15 minutes or so.
Because there was another phone. It might have been the first Nothing phone because it was like, was it the Nothing phone that was marketed as like the safest phone to use?
Ooh, they might have tried that route.
What I'm talking about?
They might have tried that just because Apple. That's always Apple's go-to, and this Nothing copies Apple as much as they can in terms of, I guess, the good stuff. But yeah,
it was supposed to be like everything, anti-tracking, anti-hacking, all that shit.
But
anyway,
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's cool. I've always liked Nothing.
Yeah,
they haven't done us wrong yet.
No, and they have. I don't know. It's kind of nice. They'll have the cheaper stuff, so like the earbuds and all other stuff. They're not too price-wise. They're pretty good. So keep an eye on that guy.
And this one will be a decent price too. It'll probably only be like $500-$600.
Oh, I don't even know if it goes above 5, but yeah. It's hard though. It's hard pulling me from my Pixel. I'm not gonna lie.
I won't leave Pixel.
Yeah.
Even if this iPhone just all of a sudden starts like pleasuring me on the side, I'm still gonna use my Pixel.
I think for me, it gets what it needs to be done, and then I think at this point, and we'll kind of talk about it with the Xbox topic today, dude. Software is where it's at now. I feel like hardware kind of takes the back seat. Well, maybe to like first get your attention, but then after that, it's like, all right, what's my experience going to be with this thing?
Well, like, I don't really like. Just the cameras are good in almost every phone that comes out now, you know?
Yeah.
Not much needs to be changed there, hardware wise. Aesthetics, I like almost all of the aesthetics on all the phones coming out recently. They're very clean, and I like that. You are right. It really does come down to UI and user experience, like fluidness of the phone and how the apps all react and all that jazz.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, good luck taking me from my Pixel. How about that? That's probably, I guess that's what iPhone users always say. So I guess we're in the same boat, but different.
I will say one thing about Google right now. They need to fix a few things with Android 16.
What?
They have broken Google Home. It is super glitchy now, and I actually use it for like all of my lights. Like these lights above me are controlled through the Google Home app, as well as my I won't say everything, but I have like security cameras, doorbell, and all that jazz. So
yeah,
it's a little broken right now, as well as the Files app. So like your downloads folder on your phone is also mine is also glitchy at this moment in time.
Interesting. You fixed, like I said, fix one thing. Yeah. Because speaking of fixing one thing and breaking another, because obviously you had that broadcast update, Nvidia webcam mic quality, they actually beefed that up, and we'll play a little live demo here that I believe the Verge was able to do, and it doesn't sound like you're talking through a sock anymore. It's kind of wild.
I mean, what do I sound like? Oh, this is through a webcam.
Yeah, this is through the Logitech's, what we got? Whatever, C920 or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple years old at this point. So
I should have set one up for test. I have one in my box down there.
Let's give this a listen here. Yeah, so first clip you'll hear is on the podcast mic, which he talks about, and then it switches over to the C922 webcam mic, which, man.
This is a test of how I sound with my usual podcasting mic, the Shure MV7. And this is a test of how I sound with the webcam mic mounted above my monitor. And this is a test of how I sound with the same webcam mic using Nvidia Broadcast and Studio Voice.
Dude, it cleans that up, though.
So, interestingly enough, when I turn on Studio Voice, you said no shot. I'm about to click it on. All right. No shot still?
Yeah, no shot. So I'm curious if the mic...
What does it sound like? Hold on. I want to hear myself in your stream real quick, so be quiet. Oh, that does sound terrible.
Yeah, so I'm curious if the mic in itself has to be... Because when you switch that on, it almost sounds like the reverse of what a normal webcam mic sounds like. So I wonder if it has to be shit before it reverses that to make it sound good, if that makes any sense.
It seems like it makes me really loud.
And it somehow like puts in background noise, or like the gain gets cranked up for the most part. That's why I'm almost thinking that, because for a webcam mic, I feel like you would have to crank the gain up. So I wonder if that's what it's doing to a normal mic when it's actually placed properly.
OBS, virtual camera, background. Okay, it's doing pretty good at like phasing me out right now. What is this?
Oh, like a green screen?
Okay, zoom me in. Is this doing anything to that? Like, no, it's not.
Not on the Discord thing. No, you're good on that end.
The one thing that is kind of creepy, and they actually go over it in this article, is the eye contact thing.
Oh, yeah.
They like
Where's
AI your eyes.
Right there.
Like right now, I have it on, and I'm not looking at the camera, but it's making me look at the camera.
Oh, let me see. Let me verify this.
That is so creepy, dude. Yeah, but it's on my... That is so creepy. This is cool though. They definitely amped up, like, and I love the user experience now. It is a much better experience. We kind of went over this right before the stream though. They did make the broadcast part a little worse.
Yes.
You can hear me burp now.
Yeah, and you tested that out.
I didn't even mean to. And my mic also picks this up now. It might be subtle enough that you don't see it, but
I don't.
used to never do anything.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like every program nowadays has its own noise canceling thing, whether it be Nvidia or the GG SteelSeries thing. I know that one does. I use
Sonar, but I wanted to try this.
Okay. Because that's the other thing too, is you'd have to keep an eye on, because this article does also state that it is pretty taxing.
Actually, you know what? Let's just see. Let's just live update right now. Control-Alt-Delete. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it do to my processes.
I'm trying to see if it says.
Holy shit! Oh wait, no, that's not that much. It's using just about a gig.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not that much. How is it running 5 instances right now?
Well, then I guess that's another thing too, because I guess we're just doing basically just chatting. I just noticed, because it says not recommended for gaming, which at that point I could see that being the case.
I wonder if that's like utilizing every feature of it though. The only thing that I would ever utilize is the mic removal. I wouldn't use the video. I don't care. I like my background actually. I think it's decent.
Because it says, do you have a 40 series in that machine?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I want to try the key light. That's right. Okay. That actually looked cool. My lighting's already not bad, but ooh boy, does it lag your camera. Holy shit.
Luckily it doesn't do it on this end, but interesting. Okay.
That is pretty
Does it blow it out at all? Because just say your room is pretty well lit already, so I'm just curious how it evens that out even more.
A bad test. I should turn out the lights.
Yeah, turn those off, and I'm just curious, based off the neon, if it just like balances it out. Obviously, we won't see it on our end, but
we'll make it a little bigger. I can make it so you see it on your end. That's just some setting changes I don't really want to do right now.
Oh, you're golden. Yay, nay. I was gonna say, because in the pictures, it's fine.
It looks all right.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like I have like a light right in front of me.
Okay.
It's interesting where the border is too. Like when you have your hand on the edge of you.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You see that right there? Well, you don't see it, but like right where the Pokeball is right there.
Yeah.
It like transitions to. Oh, that's interesting.
Creating those shadows and whatever not.
Cool though. Really impressive.
Yeah, because it says, let's see. So yeah, 40. Let's see. Nvidia says these features require a 4080 or 5090. Do you have a 4080 then? Or do you have just a 40 series?
Creepy. I have a 4070 actually.
Interesting. Okay, so they liars. So it seems like a 40 series in general. Okay. Yeah, because this person says the voice thing works. I just couldn't play a game at the same time based on how much VRAM it's using.
Oh, it does show usage at the bottom of the app, doesn't it?
Ooh, I would hope so.
Oh, here we go. Enable GPU utilization. Holy shit! It's like using half.
How much VRAM you have?
Wait. It might not. Well, we're also and I'm streaming to 3 different sites.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn this off. There's no way. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It might be using half. It might not. VRAM. I think it's 12. I could be wrong.
So it's using 6 just doing that. Okay. Well, it's not lagging on this side, but still, I wouldn't. Yeah, like you were saying, I would maybe only do the voice background thing, and that's it. Like, I don't know why you'd have to keep your eye contact during a game or something like that. Like, whether it be Twitch or whatever, not.
That's creepy too.
Yeah, I'm just like, can you imagine doing that during an interview? Just always just focus. Like, yes, I am qualified for this job.
You're never breaking eye contact with him, making him super uncomfortable.
Like, damn, this dude doesn't even blink. Oh, perfect.
Did you already spin it?
I did. Forza coming to PS5.
Ooh.
Okay, so granted, this is Forza Horizon 5, but that's just, I feel like just
last year's game, right? Or no, I 3 years ago or something like that.
I thought it was the most recent. The most recent one. It's been a hot minute.
Somewhere here. 2021 was when it was released.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like this one, Horizon is a good choice, though.
One, though. Oh yeah.
Because that's the arcadey one. Even I like that one a little bit more than the simulation one.
Bro, yeah, Horizons is dope.
Yeah. This is definitely the door just opening up for other Horizon, just Forza itself, I think, coming over to PlayStation. I don't see why not, kind of thing at this point. This is also the biggest, I think, indicator at this point too of it's not a matter of
just start moving stuff over.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When are we going to see Gears of War, and when are we going to see the big old Master Chief get over there? So, do we think this year or next year?
I think it's going to be a slow roll.
I'd be curious to see if Master Chief Collection. Ooh, because I think the rumor was, I don't know if it was Master Chief Collection. I want to say it was Halo CE being remastered. I thought, because I want to say maybe an anniversary of some sort's coming up, and then that would be the time to then publish it on both.
Yeah, that would make sense, actually. And that would be like, see, I don't know if they do that though. I think they want to double. I think they want to double dip.
At this point, I feel like they're just gonna double dip.
Well, I think the slower they release them, the more likely to get more sales. Does that make sense? So if they drop them both at the same time, they're gonna buy one or the other.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're saying until sales slow down on one, you then release it on another?
Yeah, that's what I would think they would do. I mean, they have this whole plethora of stuff that they can release. They can move over like the Fable games, which are highly loved. Gears of War, you already mentioned that. All the Halos. Ooh, man, they're actually running out of games now. No, the whole plethora. Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's a lot of games, huh? They can do the Forza Motorsports, which I'm not a huge fan of, but some people are.
I feel like they're going to, because this just opens door for Forza, and then not only that, but I see Xbox doing. I guess because Indiana Jones. I'm seeing how they're just doing their stacking here. Indiana Jones day one on Game Pass, and then 6 months down the line, I think is when it comes to PlayStation. So I think they're going to treat the PlayStation like PlayStation treats PC, if that makes sense.
Like a year or two later?
Yeah, I don't think they do 2, but I think they do a year at most. I'm almost thinking they just do 6 months.
6 months would be 6 months would be good, actually.
Yeah,
I think that's a good amount of time.
I think a 6-month window. That way, if someone, you still have the patience route where it's like, all right, if you really want to play this, either your PC can already do it, or you save up, I don't know, what is it, $250 for, Series S if you just want to get baseline in the door kind of thing. Because that removes the patient window there. It's like, all right, we got someone who's just, I don't know, like your buddy, but in a version of games, basically. Like, I'm really itching to spend this money. And so yeah, if new Fable comes out, or new Halo, whatever, not new Gears, day one, Game Pass. All right, you can play it on this console. It's over here. Come join us. Or you can wait 6 months because you already have a PS5, and then at that point, they just see, another revenue spike 6 months later because now PlayStation people
from the same investment too.
Yeah, the PlayStation people are getting it at, I guess, technically the whatever, $60-$70 at that point. So then there's that double dip. And I don't know what the porting situation is like in terms of an Xbox console to a PlayStation console, but I would also assume for some reason, any bugs, anything like that, there's always day one patches nowadays. PlayStation should technically almost like, they should get the best version of it because that stuff should have been buffed out.
Because it'll be all updated. There will be bugs probably in the porting of, well, actually probably not, because they've already ported over a few games. They already know how to do it.
Yeah.
So it actually will probably be solid as fuck.
And I'd be curious too if it's a 6 month window, because then at that point, depending on what the game is, maybe you also have DLC on there. So then you could have people on PlayStation spending base game, or maybe even $80 if it comes with the DLC of some sort.
Maybe they drop the game with DLC. Maybe like, does DLC ever come after 6 months? It's normally like a year, right?
It usually takes a while depending on what the game is and how prepped and planned they are. But that's what I was thinking, because usually at the end of the year, it's hence the Game of the Year edition or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they normally add something.
Yes.
Well, not normally. Well, some studios add something.
Yeah, whether it be New Game Plus or like you said, a feature, photo mode, just some enhancement, basically.
Elden Ring took a year and a half, right? Or was it a year? Because they've released 2 expansions, have they not?
I thought it was only 1. Which that got people in a riot in a sense for Game of the Year contender and all this other stuff. But I think it was only 1, but it was one of those things where it's like kind of like The Witcher, where the expansion I think had so many hours on top of it, you could have almost had its own
just another game
or something. Yeah, So that's kinda where the discussion was on that.
Halo ODST was supposed to be to Halo 3.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yep. But
I forgot about Flight Simulator though. That's also one that they still need to port.
True. A lot of people would love that, especially if you have the right controls.
It's a crazy popular game.
Let's see. I guess this will be an example here. Forza Horizon 5's PlayStation release will support crossplay, which Xbox loves that, and that's just what needs to happen. Because here's the benefit of all this stuff. Your player base, if it's crap across the board. Like, nobody wants to play your game at that point. Whereas, you're getting PlayStation folks, you're getting PC, you're getting Xbox, like crossplay on that, Call of Duty status, whatever, not like your player base should stay pretty strong at that point. So that's that's a benefit of that.
Many people. A cool thing about Horizon 2 is, I'm sure everybody's seen this, but a lot of people have had relatives or friends that have passed away. Mm-hmm. You can still race your buddy's car.
Oh, they kept the ghost in there?
Yeah, it gives you a way to interact with a old buddy.
Remembrance.
So,
I love that. That's a cool feature. Yeah, because it says includes the same content as PC and Xbox versions with additional car packs and its 2 expansions, Hot Wheels and Rally Adventure, also available for purchase. Because I feel like
additional, that's not going to be exclusive, right? There's no way.
I wouldn't think so. It doesn't mention it, at least.
This is probably just saying, hey, you can buy more shit.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're gonna. Well, it was already on every console. They just own the title at that point. But what they did throughout Minecraft's career, basically, I feel like they're just gonna copy and paste that across the board.
Probably. Minecraft's very successful.
So, and they've kept that game afloat. So I feel like they're just gonna kind of do the same thing with this. It's like
that game's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just hell. Even Spencer mentioned on a podcast, I think it was this week or at the beginning of the week, I believe he mentioned, there's really no red lines anymore. So their campaign is actually working. I will say that in terms of this is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Do you see that PlayStation 5 over there? That's an Xbox.
Did you see what Phil Spencer said about like how he was like the two consoles are too similar?
Yeah,
he wants
innovation.
He wants to innovate and make a more the Xbox successful by making it more different. I was like, cool.
Which
be a Switch.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like that leads him without saying it into the handheld market. Because
we'll see.
Yeah. And we'll get into it on the other topic too, but like again, software's going to take the cake over hardware, it seems like. But
yeah, probably.
Either way, you can hear shortly, probably I guarantee, I don't want to say less than 5 years at this point. You pick up a PlayStation or a PC, you're going to be able to play it all. Yeah. So hey, power to isn't that a PlayStation motto? Power to the player, even though Xbox is the one promoting that for the most part.
Yeah.
But
do you think what am I talking about? Do you think PlayStation will ever do this? And if you do, how long do you think it'll take?
Not unless they're forced to.
Like 5 years away, 10 years away. They'll eventually be forced to. I feel like they will eventually be forced to.
If they're forced to, then yes. But I always relate it back to this. A lot of people, when Kick was handing out their contracts of $1 million and everything, Dr. Disrespect's chat was like, when you going over to Kick, when you signing up for that, when you getting your money back, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, or I guess when YouTube was doing that for a matter, people are like, when are you going to get signed? When are you going to get signed? It's like, YouTube doesn't have to sign him because he has nowhere else to go. So when you're put in that situation, it's just like
Dr. Dis.
Yeah, it's like when you don't technically have to be, doing something just because of how well certain stuff and current stuff is going, then PlayStation, they don't really have to do it. They probably pat themselves on the back for porting their stuff to PC at this point. And Xbox is the very last thing that they would ever want to do, I feel like.
They're like, nah, we don't feel like it.
Yeah, and I don't know. Their whole spiel is probably like, we believe in our system. Everything's working so far, so something must be going right, blah, 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 and kind of going from there. But they got some rebuilding to do, I feel like, so we'll see.
I agree.
All right, what do we got? Oh,
tampering it down.
This one will be easy to cover. The Summer Games, and I'm not talking X Games here.
Summer Games.
Yeah, it's the Summer Games Fest.
Dates got announced.
There we go. Yeah, so in case you ever, I want to take these days off or anything like that, because we don't know exactly. Well, I guess April 2nd, we'll get more details on the Switch too. But I'd be curious, because around this time, Nintendo should, I'd be betting to say that they would maybe show off some more games around this time then. But
probably.
I feel like at this point, whether it be E3 or Summer Games Fest, I don't think it doesn't warrant itself to take like days off work anymore. In terms of the nerd in me, and when they had console releases and this and that. Hell,
we're just old now.
Yeah,
we're just old now.
So in case you do want to take a day off or so, we got Friday the 6th to Monday the 9th of June. So 6/9, nice. But it's just
shout
that.
Out 6/9.
That's right.
Did you just hear? Oh, fuck! Did you hear what happened?
No.
He hasn't paid taxes So the IRS took all of his stuff and is auctioning it off right now on a website. Holy crap! This is a side tangent, but I gotta show you this.
All right.
6ix9ine IRS. Shit.
That's what happens when you don't pay your taxes, folks.
I think it's this. Yeah. So he's, oh man, dude, the stuff he had too. Holy crap. He had a Bruce, like a Bruce the shark from Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Diamond studded pendant that's worth anywhere between $100,000 to $200,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And then, oh man, some of this stuff is like, I think that's the coolest thing probably. Maybe this, like, what was his name? Jigsaw pendant's kind of cool too. I would never wear this stuff. This is ridiculous. But yeah, he hasn't paid taxes to the IRS. So the IRS took all of his shit and is selling it.
Oh God.
So pay your taxes.
Yeah, tax season. What do we got? January is basically over at this point. So a few months. There you go,
I did
folks.
my taxes.
There's your warning. I know I still got to do mine. Usually February is my go-to, just so I make sure I have everything that comes in. But
yeah, 1095Cs and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, without adulting too much here, yeah. So 6th through the 9th of June. At least he's kind enough to do it through a weekend. I feel like that's usually not the case. I feel like E3 used to be, well, they used to try to make it a week long, but I feel like they used to do like a freaking weekdays. It's like, come on, dude.
I do remember like it being on like Thursdays for some reason.
Yeah.
So I remember coming home and being like, fuck, I gotta stay up and watch this, and then I gotta go to work tomorrow.
So
I will be watching this event.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll stream it. Maybe we will stream it. Probably not.
Hopefully. The only hard part with that, it's very hit or miss on certain companies and how they like to have their stuff streamed. I know sometimes they'll like, whether, I don't know if it's PlayStation or not, but it's like they'll copyright claim your shit. No problem.
So a specific company that's very bad about it, which is hilarious because their games have been shit lately, is Ubisoft.
The copyright and stuff.
Ubisoft is extremely bad with it. Freaking all the big streamers talk about it when they're streaming these events.
That's funny, dude. I'm sorry, but word of mouth is marketing. Like, if your product doesn't hit with the market, then we're gonna say something about it. So.
I agree, and it's not like it's a huge event, like multi-million dollars. It's not like we're streaming like one of Ludwig's games or like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's a huge event put on like by billion-dollar companies.
Yeah, and it's like
little like 5 viewer Andes aren't gonna fucking hurt their revenue.
No, and it's word of mouth. It's buddies it's basically like buddies coming over, sitting on the couch and watching this together, but online at this point. And it's just like,
yep.
Dude, if you're, you know, I'm trying not to be negative in a sense because 'tis be the internet and negativity always gets views, but it's just like, if your game's shit, it's shit, you know, save the people some money. And if it's awesome, then it's like, dude, put this on your radar, man. Like, put that shit on the wish list.
Yep. It gets people talking about it.
Yep. It's welcome to the
Assassin's Creed Shadows. You might as well just dig a hole.
It's like welcome to the water cooler, but digital. So
yeah, exactly.
What do we got? Okay, so we can mark that one off.
I like Summer Games Fest. This will be cool.
I think he does a good job.
Though, now.
Yep. Oh yeah. The summary videos. That's where it's at. I just need it all compiled into one, so I can watch the trailers and skip if needed to. Yeah,
it's so long.
All right. I put Deepseek. Deepseek is what it's called. That's funny. That sounds like a freaking almost like a little porn bot.
This is actually the one that I was the most excited to talk about because this is the most controversial one.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, Deepseek displaces ChatGPT as the App Store's top app. Also, just screws over Nvidia in one swoop.
Bro, did you see how much? Did you see how much money they lost in one day? What happened to your Discord?
600 million.
Oh, it was my fault. Dude, yeah, $600 million in one day.
Yeah, so yeah, they dropped 17% on that Monday, putting them on a high alert.
So it's pretty crazy, actually. Uh, ooh, interesting.
Yeah, 80% of Deepseek's total mobile app downloads have come in the past 7 days. Damn.
So it's pretty crazy though. Like so for context, when I first saw the story, what I had read was it took about $5 million for them to train DeepSeek or train this AI model and set it up and all that. And for ChatGPT, was it 60 million or was it 600 million? I should get that's a huge difference. I should get the correct.
Let's say at least 100 million. I want to say it was 100 is what most of it is.
GPT.
Basically, while you're looking that up, it's basically the biggest thing was that these big wig companies, Google, Meta, all that stuff, OpenAI, like we're the only ones that can do this because of our deep pockets. So it's like good luck trying to figure this out without spending that much. And lo and behold, DeepSeek comes along, which supposedly around Christmas time or so is when they actually, I believe, like released this. I don't know, released it in its current state, but like released almost like a beta version of this. But yeah, like you were saying, 5 million to train this. So
I think you're right. I think it was at least 100 million. It could be a little bit. It could be a little bit more. I can't remember the exact statistic to it, but so the thing so when this first broke, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody like in like our upper government area, they freaked out, obviously because it's kind of a big deal that this came out from China, and our government had banned Nvidia from sending our
fastest GPUs
H800 chips to China, and they instantly thought, well, if they did this on this budget, they had to have had the more advanced chips. They did not. They actually did not have the more advanced chips. They had the H100s. So it is extremely impressive what they were able to accomplish with this. But it's also like a lot of people think that they took ChatGPT, recoded it, and like stole like the starts of it and then just kind of remade it.
Yeah, so basically what I saw was like basically I don't know if it's rumor. I haven't seen any like facts per se on it, so I can't talk too much onto it. Basically, DeepSeek trained off ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Would that be bad?
I think it's funny.
I think it's kind of funny because we limited them on purpose, and they overachieved what we were able to accomplish, which is quite impressive. They have maybe 50,000 H100s. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but like in whether you're building rockets, you're building a car, you're doing this, and that. Why would you expect someone to, this is my opinion, why would you expect someone to, you need to start from square one because we did. Whereas if someone has figured something out and how to do a decently good job at it, why not start from there and then improve upon that?
Whoa, I was wrong. So Nvidia is actually going to get in trouble for this. I was backwards. The H800s are the lesser performing chips. The H100s are the higher performing chips, and they have about 50,000 H100s running DeepSeek. So Nvidia did something to get them those chips, or China did something to get those chips. So I guess we'll see where that comes from.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the stock price goes for, I don't know, a month or so. But
that's interesting. This will be interesting. Ooh.
My biggest thing though, and my like, okay, so a little background on me at least is like I'm pretty good about like if I want to test something, do your research on it. What kind of reviews are we getting? Blah blah blah. But like, I don't know if you remember this. So on Android phones, Microsoft tested out a like a skin This is like 10 years ago at this point. I can't remember what it was called. I was like, oh yeah, sure. Let me sign up for that beta and test it out, whatever. And so you used to be, try out betas whenever, willy nilly, all this other stuff, just because, just interested in it. And then I kind of see a lot of people doing the same thing now with these AIs and whatnot. But at the same time, me downloading a skin for a phone, like an OS in a sense, versus an AI, which takes, I think, more of your personal stuff, I would assume. It kind of baffles my mind that, this is a top number one free app in the US App Store and 51 other countries. And, this thing came out of at least
nowhere.
What it seems like nowhere. And nobody reads terms of services. Nobody. Unless you're forced to because you're a lawyer or whatever not. But like nobody's reading that stuff. You're clicking OK. And I'd be very curious to know what terms of service are in there when you're clicking that, because I feel like especially with AI, you got to be careful because you're giving something up, whether it have been TikTok, whether it have been an American app company, hell, even Google, all this other stuff. You're giving up somewhat of privacy to have it be personalized and convenient for you. That's the thing. And don't get me wrong, you can run Deepseek locally, which at that point it's not coming, going back to their servers or anything like that. But that's going to be a very niche market of people actually doing that, whether it be ChatGPT or Deepseek or whatever.
So I actually watched this guy, right, on YouTube. His name's Hardware Chuck, and he just put out a whole video on how you could run Deepseek safely. Okay. And I don't know if that's, I haven't watched the video yet, so I don't know if that's clickbait on like this is Hardware Canucks, but Network Chuck is his name, but it could be clickbait title implying that Deepseek is not safe, but it could also be like, hey, it is not safe to run. This is how you can run it safe. So if you're interested, that is a video to check out. I do plan to watch it eventually.
Yeah, because it doesn't say it in this article here. I'd have to look. Doesn't seem like it, but I know Microsoft took this AI. I want to say they put it in their cloud infrastructure, or like as an option or something like that. No, Deepseek.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like, okay, so has Microsoft done their homework and whatever or not, and they feel confident to put it in there? Kind of, it's just interesting in terms of, I don't know how much. It's like almost like a personal thing. How much research do I need to do to like have trust into something like this, I guess? But
I'm copying all of Deepseek's. I'm going to ask Gemini to summarize it for me.
Gotcha. Oh, there you go. AI to AI. I was, I guess watching another podcast, so Waveform, MKBHD, all that stuff, watching that. And they were kind of going over this and explained it pretty well. So one big difference, I haven't used Deepseek, by the way. I don't know if you have or not, but I just haven't used it.
I have not.
It is kind of cool in this regards in terms of ChatGPT and Gemini. When they're thinking about something, they do that little animation and then it spits out, here's your answer kind of thing. Whereas I guess Deepseek, the way it works is that instead of hiding behind a loading bar basically, or a loading icon, it spits out like it working on it, if that makes sense. So like 2 + 2 = 4. And it's like, all right, it just goes step by step. So it's like almost like you're doing it, but
that's cool.
Yeah.
Something interesting. So I like asked it to summarize it for me. And then I asked, is there anything to worry about in these terms of service? Something interesting that they said was changes to terms. Deepseek can modify the terms at any time, and your continued use constitutes acceptance. It's your responsibility to stay updated on any changes. So that kind of implies that they won't alert you if they change something.
No, and people aren't going to be diligent about that.
Most people do. I get alerted a lot by like I accept terms of service updates on a lot of shit. I feel like I do at least. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but okay, read that back to me, because the way it sounded like it made it sound like they can change it at any time, but they don't have to notify you, or they do.
No, they don't have to notify you is what it sounds like.
Okay, yeah, that's why I thought I heard that right. Okay, so interesting. So yeah, they can fine print the shit out of that in terms of however they need it to run and data collection, all other stuff.
Interesting. This is so you know, I don't really like to get into the whole like what's it called? The whole like China versus US thing, but it is actually it can be kind of scary.
Okay, that's why I was like trying to reference Google in this. It's like, again, whether it be TikTok, whether it be ChatGPT, whether it be Deepseek, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Google, whether it be Apple, take all these companies. What are they trying to collect? Data.
Yeah.
Data. Like, you are a walking data source at this point. Like, that's where the money's at.
I think TikTok is way less scary than Deepseek, though.
Well, at this point, that's why I'm just like,
well, potential.
Yeah,
at least.
I'm just like, you guys were worried about, we're not getting political here in a sense. Like, you guys were worried about TikTok.
Look at this guy.
Deepseek's like, hold my
beautiful blue whale.
Hold my beer.
They actually got a pretty sick logo though. Like, that blue whale is like pretty dope.
They try to get you cute and cuddly, and then boom, got your data, bitch.
Yep, got everything.
But yeah, it is
this will be interesting to see how this plays out, because this also this could get Nvidia in a lot of trouble. I'm curious if it will.
I did see I will say, tech companies themselves, speaking on one of them in a sense, working for one, in terms of like, what the hell happened to the stock? And then lo and behold, this thing comes out day one. Just take a freaking seat.
Yeah. Sit down, ChatGPT. Sit down, Gemini.
Oh, speaking of a little tangent of Gemini, so I don't know if any other YouTuber has gotten access to this, but MKBHD, he made a video recently about the Android XR headset that we talked about last week. And he did. And so he got to play with it and everything like that. The biggest feature out of that is, out of all these AI things, whether it be the human AI pin in your phone, all this other shit, AI is meant for glasses, and I am fully on board with that, because that's where it belongs. Because he was saying, like, you could look at something and be like, hey, take me to this location, and be like, okay, and it goes to like the map, and then it goes right to where you were looking at, like a picture of it, whatever not. And it's like, here you go. And that, like, Gemini is that was one of the ways you could control it, and it seemed pretty like fluent in going around the OS and that. Not only that, with that headset though, I'll pull it up here as we're talking. With that headset though, any app that's in the Play Store right now is supposedly able to work with the headset, no problem.
That's cool. I just looked at his video. I'm gonna have to watch that later.
Let's see here. Yeah, this bad boy. But yeah, no word on pricing on this thing, anything like that. I'm gonna say it's over 1,000. I'd be amazed if it's. I don't think it goes above 2,000. I think it hits a $1,500 price tag, is my guess.
Yeah, that's probably spot on, because the one he's looking at is a Samsung one.
Yep.
And Samsung is like, also like an Apple of Android. Exactly,
yeah. So it's got to be, they're at least going to show it off as premium and whatnot, whereas other third-party stuff can be the $700 headset, this and that. But like, it does look promising for Android XR in the future, and whether it be Ray-Bans or someone down the road. Granted, Ray-Bans is with Meta for the most part. They seem, I don't know what kind of contract they have there, but whoever picks up, whether it be Oakley or whatever not, I guarantee, man, I almost want to say within 10 years, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Google Glass come back, even though it's not going to be called that. I can see it being like Pixel something, but...
Pixel Glass?
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pixel peepers, basically, but...
Well, in 10 years, I don't know if Pixel will still be around.
They've lasted longer than Nexus.
That is true. Nexus only lasted till 6.
Yeah, and that was a third-party thing, and I feel like at this point, Google has a brand now, if that makes sense, for phones. But it is Google. They're not afraid to kill anything.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
Oh, hey, what's up, Kenobi? That's not the plan. I just life's busy. I haven't really had time to play games, but there's a lot of cool games coming out that I do plan to play.
They ain't gonna play themselves.
I know. It's this is like literally the only thing I've had time to do. 6 o'clock every Friday. But like Killing Floor 3 is about to come out. And
speaking of that, did you see that trailer?
Dude, I did. And dude, right before you started your stream, it's only $40.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Brand new game, gonna be $40 fucking dollars. And I'm
That's
like,
what's up.
hell yeah.
All right, next topic here. Xbox hardware down.
I definitely do plan to play more games though. Boom,
so Xbox hardware sales slump, but Game Pass is surging. To kind of sum up this whole article, though, they basically talk about revenue being down, obviously year on year overall is what the title says, but they never really talk about the profit, which I was kind of hoping they would.
They didn't give exact figures, but they gave percentages.
Yeah, what do we got? 29% drop in Xbox console sales, largely to blame for a dip. Significant boost to Game Pass, which made more money in the last 3 months of 2024 than in any previous quarter. They do mention Black Ops basically helping that out. Yeah, so Game Pass set a new quarterly record for revenue and grew its PC subscriber base by over 30%. I will say I was one of those subscribers. But
yeah, you wanted that Black Ops.
I did. And then I just think that's just the way it's going to go. I almost, with Xbox redesigning their OS for, like, let's say handhelds or something like that. I'm curious how they do with hardware, because obviously they're still going to make their own, like the Xbox Series S and X and whatever this handheld ends up being. I'm curious if at some point they ever let, I don't know, HP or a
third parties,
Dell or something like that make a, I don't know if you remember what Steam or the Steam
OS
box or whatever it was trying to be.
Yeah.
I wonder if Xbox goes that route. I thought
up when you were talking about that. I don't know. Because the Steam OS thing failed hard. The Steam boxes, those failed so hard. Which
is interesting because I know I wanted one when they were coming out, because they were supposed to be about the $500 to $700 mark, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Which I was like, oh, perfect, PC gaming, easy, whatever. Not, and it's like now I feel like they could almost redo that, but they already have their Steam Deck, so and you could plug that in and play it that way. So that's why I don't think Xbox would have a third party, I guess, like a box in a sense versus a handheld.
I think it was just difficult for Steam because they were slapping their name on things that weren't, not all of them were quality products. So yeah, people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're lending their reputation to these companies that some of them were great, but some of them were not.
Because if I still remember, I want to say that hardware is where they still come up with losses, maybe break even in terms of buying stuff. So it's like with Forza on there, and eventually we're just at this point waiting for Gears and Halo and stuff like this. You know, if PlayStation's, they're gonna make the PS6. We know that. And if they're still gonna make that, then Xbox is like, well, we can dip off of that. And let's see. And if people don't want to buy, a PlayStation, maybe if they're waiting for the Xbox, we still have that as an option. It's like you have so many options to buy the platform itself that it's ridiculous. Hence why they mentioned PC subscribers going up, but it'd be curious to know if there's a correlation of PCs themselves also being sold, because unfortunately they don't mention, like, I don't know, an increase of Windows users, if that makes sense.
No, I don't know if that would necessarily correlate, just due to like Game Pass on PC, like they could be using xCloud, or so like if they already had a nice PC, they obviously don't need it, but if they had a shit PC, they could just use xCloud. So I don't know if that would necessarily like be one-to-one like buying a new, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, not just that, but I feel, true, because now that I think about it, businesses probably skew the shit out of that when they're buying in bulk and whatever not.
One other thing that they did note in this article was that it's inconclusive on its its inclusion on Game Pass also does not appear to have dented the sales of Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, I want to say it's funny because when that game releases with 2 months to 2 months left in the year, it ends up being, I don't think just for FPS. I think it was in the UK where it ends up being like the most popular game or like most sold throughout the year. It's like games can come out. I don't know if I haven't seen one recently have a title like this, but in terms of like, oh, is this the next COD killer? Dude, COD, the only thing that's gonna kill COD is COD itself.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
COD's gonna have to butcher itself.
They're gonna have to shoot
the game.
Yeah, shoot themselves in the foot and then some. It's just like nothing's gonna take them down unless they do it themselves. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like console sales go down, but Game Pass goes up. And again, it is revenue. It's not talking profit. So I'd be curious to know what that actually entails. Because I just see this being more and more. Because if physical goes down, and if you're trying to future-proof something, like, unless the rumors are true in terms of Xbox, whether it be the handheld or not, including multiple game markets in there, I could see that being beneficial for them somehow. Again, that's a PC at that point, but like, still, it's like, all right, you have Steam, you have the Epic Store, and you have the Xbox Store. It's just you have so many options that a lot of them do come back to Microsoft, though. That's the thing.
They do. Man, it's really hard to beat the deal that Microsoft's giving to gamers, so.
Yeah, because we have prices hikes and Netflix, this and that, and it's just hard
to be fair, you've been able to do something kind of similar on PC for a long time with things like Humble Bundle, but those are lesser known. Like, a lot of people don't even know that it is like a thing.
Yeah. Oh, and typically too. Well, it's not bad either way, but like, in Humble Bundle, you typically, let's say you want one game, and then you get 4 others that you're just like, yeah, try these out.
You get 10, bro. I
10
still
now?
pay for it every month. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, I will say it is kind of cool that with that system also in place, you can gift those out basically, can't you? Because they're just keys. Yeah, so that part is pretty dope.
I've been given yeah, I don't feel like talking to you. I've been it's given me multiple games that I've already had that I've just ended up giving away.
There you go.
Like, for example, 7 Days to Die. It never gives you the same game twice, or at least I've never gotten the same game twice, but I had already bought it, so I gave it away.
Okay. That'd be kind of another thing about it, because I do know every time, let's say I log into Black Ops and all that stuff, it's like, oh, you played a game off Game Pass. Here, collect your points, and you can redeem those eventually for a month of Game Pass or whatever you feel like redeeming. I think it would be pretty cool if there was, well, I guess especially for like the streaming side of it, or again the whole word of mouth thing, if you had like a reference code, and then if someone uses that reference code to sign up for, let's say, PC Game Pass, I feel like that you could get away with a month for free.
Yeah. Or like, you like save like $1 a year, or for a year or something like that if you like,
sign up with the
all of your
code
subscriptions.
Yeah. I think that would be a pretty dope incentive, because I think at the end of the day it comes down to incentive, like who's incentivizing me to play this game or whatever not. But
have you ever played Gotham Knights?
No, I was trying to think. I was like Suicide Squad, but that was before Suicide.
Do you own Gotham Knights? Because
No.
I can give you Gotham Knights. I already have it.
Oh, do you have a free code? This is a Humble
got
thing?
it on Humble Bundle.
Good lord. I think I got my back catalog to work on for sure.
Yeah, I played it. It was the first game I ever streamed.
Oh, okay. I'll kind of we'll ditch the wheel for this one just to kind of go in a certain order here.
All right.
I don't need this one.
What do we get?
Let me pull. Pull Steam up. Since we're speaking of Steam.
It says keys are temporarily exhausted for this product. No.
Oh, it's still that way.
Didn't tell me that.
Interesting. All right.
All right.
So speaking of games on Steam and whatever not, and different consoles coming to PC, Spider-Man 2 finally got released yesterday on the PC, and it's actually sitting at mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's not looking too pretty.
No, and a lot of them, in terms of the reviews and everything, I love this one. With great port comes great responsibility. Won't recommend it now with the amount of graphical issues, bugs, and crashes. Yeah, a lot of these not recommended reviews.
Who ported this game?
Was it? Why do I want to say Nexus or something? Which they're pretty.
Nexus.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good at these ports. I don't know where exactly it was stated.
Did they do the original Spider-Man?
Oh, Nexus Software. Let's see.
They did do the original Spider-Man. They did do the first one.
Okay, and they've done Last of Us Remastered, it looks like. Also, Lego Horizon. That's just showing you
all of PlayStation.
Oh, it's not showing what they've done? Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, this same thing I did last week when I was talking about PlayStation.
I was thinking I was thinking it would be like a Wikipedia thing where you click on something, it takes you to their own site, but interesting. Okay. But
they did do Horizon Zero Dawn though. Remastered.
Okay. So this one's definitely on my wish list, but it's, again, one of those things where I'm going to be patient and, wait for this to iron itself out, because I can't wait to play it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still I need those reviews to get back up there. So
it's a great game. I still have not beat it.
Interesting. Okay. I will say I didn't play the Miles one. Obviously I know Miles is in here,
fun, dude.
But I did play the very first one, and the web slinging is fantastic. The boss encounters are awesome. Just the movement of that whole game entirely is going to be sick. So, yeah, looking forward to this when it finally irons itself out. So,
yeah, the whole fluidity of all the Spider-Man games, they just feel so good. It's like there's only a few superhero games that actually feel good.
Yeah,
and Spider-Man is one of them, and Batman is one of them.
Yeah, which
Arkham series.
I do like. So yeah, the fighting of Spider-Man is very, at least for me, it's very Arkham based. So looking forward to that for sure, though. So,
speaking of PlayStation, real quick, just a side note that we weren't going to talk about.
Yeah.
PSN account requirements being removed from some PS5 games on PC.
So
they're removing it from 4. Yeah. They're removing it from 4 games: Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Last of Us Part 2, and God of War Ragnarok.
Thank God. Granted, it doesn't affect. I would say this: it doesn't affect me per se, because correct me if I'm wrong. It's typically a geographical lockout for some games. Is that correct? So
some countries, countries just can't get a PSN account.
Yeah. So, which is awesome that they removed that. Is it a little too late? I say yeah. Some people just get bit and they don't want to,
They fucked up with Helldivers 2. Holy shit.
The fact that it took them so long to revert something like that, that's kind of... I think what it was I don't know, because I do know, let's see, we got different CEOs at this point, I believe, for PlayStation.
Yeah. Yep.
So
big shakeup at PlayStation.
So if it took a shakeup to have that be rewritten, basically, that's wild. Like, come on, guys. That should have been like oh shit, the community is reacting like bad, like within a week. Like, okay, let's revert this.
Yeah, they should have just known that, like, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah, and so you're just knocking out so many of your player base. It's like, what was their reasoning? Did they ever have one? Was it a security thing? I don't know how you would.
I think they did have one, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. Either way, I'm just glad it's done.
I think I don't remember because I thought it was bullshit at the time.
Yeah, and then to kind of go on your point, though, they did. They still have it in place, and basically what it does, though, is that you get cosmetic items if you do sign up for it still. But it doesn't seem like it's like in a weird way, like it doesn't seem like it's exclusive cosmetics to my understanding. It seems like it's something you could possibly get down the line just playing the game, but I could be wrong on that. So that's up to
That's cool though.
Yeah. So there's at least incentive there, whereas compared to like here, which I feel
Forced
like,
to do this.
Yeah, I feel like
for no reason.
anyone hates being forced to do something, but I don't know. Us gamers have a different edge to that. Once that happens, just throw the biggest hissy fits. So
it's crazy too, because like when you think about like the modern PC gamer, they're mad about signing into the PSN network when they have like the Xbox launcher, Ubisoft launcher, Epic launcher, Steam launcher.
I need a launcher for my launcher.
Computer.
Yeah.
And I understand the frustration though. At first I didn't really understand why it was such a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. I just signed in.
Just double click on something.
But
You're
then
good.
when you read into it, the big deal was, they sold the game in countries that literally could not get PSN accounts, so they could not play the game that they had paid for.
Yeah, exactly. Which that part's effed up. So
yeah, they majorly fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Or messed up.
Let's see. Okay.
You want to just go to the next PlayStation thing?
Yeah, we can see if it lands on it. I'm just curious if it does. I think it will. That's sick. Look at that. It's like we planned that.
Did it really?
It did.
Nice. We take those.
All right. So you have an anniversary, all that good stuff, and you okay, put it in this regards. You have an anniversary with a spouse, whatever, not friend, all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You give them a gift because it's tis the anniversary and all this other shit. And at a certain time frame, you're like, okay, I'll take that back now. Like, excuse me, what? Like, this is a gift. Like, I'm celebrating something and you're taking it back now. Why? PlayStation really doesn't have an answer for this. They just said last month they released a PS5 update, lets players customize the aspects of their console, so it looks like a PS1 boot up 2, 3, or 4 because of this anniversary. And then they informed players at the time of these themes would only be temporary, and it's confirmed they'll be leaving on actually today. So they're either gone or by midnight or so, like Cinderella in a sense. They'll be out of here.
When you were saying that, I was imagining me giving my wife something and then just being like, all right, I'm taking that back now.
Yeah. It's like, oh, how
that would not
thoughtful
go
of
over
you.
very well.
And no, and it's just like,
cool. It is cool though. They are bringing it back, so that is cool. I mean,
for a price or something, or why are you taking it away then?
Wait, does it cost money?
No, but that's what people's heads instantly go to. They're like, oh, sweet, they're gonna probably charge for this shit now because they probably saw how popular it was.
It is interesting on like, why would you take it away in the first place?
It just blows my mind in terms of we already have an issue with ownership of digital items, and I can't imagine a point where I downloaded, let's say, OBS or something like that, and one day I come in, log into my PC and all of a sudden it's gone because it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we canceled that or took that back. What? That's mine now.
Yeah, it's like, why, what? Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people's heads instantly go to like, oh, they're gonna be charging for this, and the fact that it says, oh, we're gonna bring it back, it doesn't indicate when. It's like, okay. It's dope that they did that. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, why take it away?
Yeah, I wonder if they are gonna bring it back for a price.
I'm gonna laugh.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, mark this down. End of January.
So dumb. That's so dumb that I didn't even think of that. You can have it back. $20 for all 4. Right?
Yeah, $20 for a bundle. Yeah, because obviously
$15
PS5.
a piece. Or $15 a piece.
So that'll be interesting.
Or no, $40 for all 4, or $15 a piece. That's what I was saying.
I don't think they're gonna show. Okay, I was gonna say the PS2.
They look cool.
Is it just the top? They could have done. Okay, 3, 2.
Maybe they'll do more.
That are actually, I thought they were gonna be like actually themed.
Like,
you know what I mean? Cool if, like the icons changed.
Yo, it'd be sick if like you change your theme to the PlayStation theme and like the PlayStation 2 theme and the boot up was PlayStation 2 boot up.
Let me go back to the article because it said something about PlayStation 1. Includes PS1 boot up animation as a new start sequence and a variety. And the variety of themes. So it's only the PS1 boot up animation. Interesting.
The PS1 boot up is iconic, but I think the PS2 boot up is so much more iconic.
Dude, that sound. And then when a disc didn't read right, it was like red or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay. Just, it has an error even though it's digital. It's like, okay. Let's see.
My stepdad just called me. Give me just a second.
Oh, you're golden. You are golden.
Oh, you see I'm live. I'll call you back in just a minute. Or not in a minute, in probably like an hour. Anyway.
All right, and then we'll move on over to speaking.
Wait, is it important actually? If it's important, call me again right now.
Call me Remya.
If it's important. Oh, is it about Plex?
I need the login.
I'll send it to him. I just can't do that right now.
And then let's see.
Go ahead and spin for the next topic.
All right, I got you.
I'm gonna. Maybe I'll call him back. He might have left.
Pebble. What was your first smartwatch? Oh, you're on the phone. We'll get back to you. I'll take over in the meantime. Let's see. So Pebble, my first smartwatch actually, let's see. I went with the iPhone 6. So I went with the Apple Watch. I want to say it was a first gen Apple Watch too, which those things hold their value too high. And then what else we got? But I went with the Fitbit after that, which Fitbit is the reason why Pebble went away, is because Fitbit bought these guys, which then in return, Google bought Fitbit. So big old loop cycle coming around. And then now we're with the Pixel. What do we got? Pixel Watch 3. Did they use any of, I feel like Google themselves, I don't even think Fitbit really used Pebble's technology for the most part, because the thing that made Pebble unique was its e-ink display, and it basically lasted a week long on battery life. So pretty dope on that end. But yeah, thanks to actually Google, which I think is the first of them releasing something for the most part. New Pebble smartwatch is coming as Google opens the source code. So yeah, Google are hanging on to all the Pebble code, not really using it for their own Pixel watches, has released the code to then remake a Pebble branded watch. Granted, it won't be called, they can't call it Pebble anymore just because Google still owns that part of it. But it is pretty dope that Pebble themselves, let's see. Let's get it actually close up here. So yeah, it was just a basic rectangular watch. Get your typical time, notification alert, all the stuff.
So chaotic. That was so funny. All right, they're gonna. Yeah. Anyway, we could move on. They're about to send me an email address. Cool. What was next?
I was just talking about the Pebble smartwatch. I was just curious if you've ever had one or saw one in person or what.
I have not had one. I've seen it. This is actually super interesting because it was pretty much the first smartwatch.
Yeah.
And so the crazy thing is Fitbit bought Pebble, and then Fitbit was bought by Google, so Google now owns Pebble. So I think I skimmed this article. So I don't think it's actually that there's a new Pebble coming. They're just going to release the OS, right?
Correct. And technically the original creator of Pebble is the one who snagged it up, which is dope. But he can't call it Pebble because Google still owns that piece of it.
Didn't he just snag like the OS though? He didn't really like snag like.
Yeah, so
which is just open source now, right?
Yep. So open source, so that'll be dope. Yeah, I was saying that these originally came out. Not only were they like, I think the most like funded or something like that on Kickstarter, but they lasted 7 days because of the e-ink display. And then, but e-ink display has like technology wise has been pretty dope to watch because now we have color e-ink. So I'd be very curious to see what kind of watch we get out of this. Because a lot of, I'm even like thinking of mine right now, and
or maybe not.
In terms of bare bones, you could go time, set an alarm, obviously your battery life on that thing, weather if you wanted to, steps, heart rate, notifications, and kind of call it good. I'm not seeing this needing GPS. I'm not seeing this needing LTE. It's bare bones. Maybe 10 normal features and whatever not. You can see your steps and all this other stuff, but I could see it being the same thing. It'd be kind of dope if it came in the color version of a e-ink display.
So the Pebble 2, I just looked it up on Kickstarter.
Yeah,
it raised almost $13 million.
Damn.
Yeah, it was $12,779,000.
Let's see if I can.
And they
actually
only wanted $1 million. It's crazy.
Let's see.
But
yeah,
I actually love e-ink displays. You can get e-ink portable monitors now. I don't know if you saw that, but
interesting.
They're very pleasing for the eyes. Have you LTT released a video on e-ink like not too long ago. Actually, I think it was like last year. It's very interesting how they work. And they were playing games on one of them, and obviously it's gonna look, and it was on one of the color displays. But obviously it's gonna, look a little weird because it's e-ink. But super, super cool technology. Great for book reading. Terrible for almost everything else. Yeah,
because your refresh rate is obviously not like a screen in terms of 60 hertz or whatever not. So
it's like literal ink.
Yeah, it's got to refresh that every so often and kind of go from there. I don't remember off the top of my head. It starts, it's like TXT, or there's a company out there that makes basically it's an e-ink display, but it also feels like paper, if that makes sense. So the texture is a little there. So they're mostly used for, again, the whole tablet thing. So easy on the eyes if you want to read, take notes on it, that kind of sort of thing. But in a watch like that, dude, I'm seeing this thing. If it's kept to basics, it has the new, especially battery tech at this point. I don't see why this thing doesn't get, especially on power save mode. I don't know if these watches ever had a power save mode back then. I don't know why this wouldn't be able to go almost a week and a half, maybe 2. So, because I had a Fitbit that was a non-colored screen, and it was the little skinny one for whatever it was, $50 or some shit like that.
Those lasted weeks.
Yeah, and that would last me because it's just for notifications at that point. You could count your steps, your heart rate, and it would tell the time, and I could get that thing to last, about it's in the double digits, let's just say 12 days.
Do you think this guy same specs and features as Pebble? So he does plan to still use an e-ink display, huh?
I haven't seen an article talk that he would use anything else. He wouldn't upgrade it because that wasn't Pebble.
Say that, but
yeah,
it sounds like he will. That'll be cool. E-ink has come a long way.
Yeah, and not only that, but a lot of people, whether it be with our watches that we have or Apple watches, everyone's I need an always on display, because it, just glance at my watch and it shows the time. Dude, this thing's going to be, that's the thing with e-ink. It's an always on display kind of thing. So I think it'll be perfect for minimalists for sure. Even hardcore. I don't know if you want to get away from your phone or do something
they're super satisfying to look at.
Yeah, the format, because this picture, at least right now that I'm looking at, is right in the sun, all that other stuff, and I don't think you'd have an issue with brightness per se. So
no, probably not.
So this will be dope.
This will be cool though. It's dope that the OG creator got it.
Yeah, I know, which is good. Not only that, but for again, nobody knows pricing or anything like that. I'm thinking $150, no more than 200.
It'll probably be kickstarted again. We'll see.
Ooh, I could see that. Repeats itself, breaks its own record. There you go.
This will be very niche, though. I don't see like. Yeah, I probably won't even. I probably won't get one.
I wouldn't get one just because I don't need two of something like that.
Yeah, but this will be a very niche market for very select people. E-ink, I do know that like our LCD displays that we have everywhere and OLED displays do hurt some people's eyes, so this will be perfect for them.
If I was working at Best Buy and someone came in like, hey, I need a smartwatch, and if they listed off the basic needs of a watch, I need notifications, I need heart rate, I need steps, and I need the time. Like, okay, well,
and that's all I need.
Yep.
I don't want to.
And I need it to last. I need it to last forever or as long as possible, kind of thing. Like, well, let me introduce you to this thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where that market's gonna go.
Yeah, you're probably right on that.
So, not cool, for the older people, just for people who just want the basics for the most part. Hell, give this thing to a kid.
There you go. They'd have a hard time breaking it.
Yeah, little tyke edition. All right,
we're down to our last 3 topics. Holy crap, we've slammed through these.
All right, multi-streaming becoming a little bit easier. And I will say I do have experience with this that I'm going to be talking about just because I did try it today. And I'm just going to say this right off the bat. It did, I think, release 1.0 edition today. Do not download it just yet.
Really?
Yeah. When I was testing,
does this cost money?
No, it's free.
I'm trying to look that up. Okay,
it is free. So.
Oh wait, it literally says right there, 100% free. Oh my god.
No, 99.9% free. Just kidding. So I did test it out today, earlier before like mid-afternoon before stream, all that stuff. Just because I wanted to see how it works. Because the big kicker with this one is that you can get combined chat, which I think is the biggest feature of multi-streaming in general. Obviously you can add sources, which we've been able to add different sources for a while now to OBS. But yeah, the biggest feature is definitely, at least for like me, probably multiple people, is that streaming chat. So.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's cool. God. They're showing it in the video right here. What?
Freaking kickbots over here.
Oh yeah, I've banned 4 of them so far.
Nice, gotta love it. But yeah, multi-streaming chat. And I tried it out. The only thing is, it does say multi-streaming chat is read. Well, it says ready only mode, which they need to fix that picture because it's technically read only mode. So you can't type back or anything like that just yet. It seems like they are on top of it though, in their Discord or anything like that in terms of features being added. Another thing that is a gripe, and whether it be with streamers or content creators or whatever, not, you cannot control you can't control your bitrate for that. You can't even select. So what I'm using now is a device called Atom, which that again is free for multi-streaming. Not sponsored, just FYI. But you can at least select on that. You can just do a toggle and it says same as like OBS. Just do the same encoding as what I have on like my main stream on, and just go off that. That way it's not doing different sources or anything like that, which is nice. But it doesn't have its own chat. But yeah, it was super laggy today.
Since you tried it, is it like a whole new OBS, or is it something that just inserts into our current OBS?
It puts its own kind of skin on OBS, if that makes sense. The one nice thing I will say, go for it.
It's not like a fresh install of OBS.
No,
it's just
no.
like re-skinning the current OBS that you use.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And it's not as bad as like a Streamlabs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Streamlabs. I just looked it up actually, because I couldn't remember if it was Stream Elements or Streamlabs that stole OBS, but it was Streamlabs.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Which is LG. God damn you, LG. But multi-chat was the best feature, and then the second best one, which was kind of dope, was that you would hit start stream and it populates all your multi-streams that you're going to go to, and you can edit the titles within OBS, which was dope.
Okay, that's cool. Because currently I use I don't know what you use, but I use the multiple output that that I installed a while back now, and I have to individually go and update my Kick and Twitch titles.
same with even this ADAM multi-stream thing. So it's the only one that I'm aware of. This Stream Elements one is the only one I'm aware of. Yeah, where you can't change like thumbnails or anything like that in YouTube. You can at least change the title, the category, all that stuff, and then hit like start on this thing. The biggest thing I'm kind of excited for, it's nice when stuff like this does come out, because if something I'm using right now, I don't know, works at least 80% or more of what I want to do, I'm assuming that those features are then going to trickle into this program I'm already using, which will be dope.
Oh yeah, probably. And if not, I'm sure more plugins will be made for OBS that will do essentially the same thing. Correct.
Yeah, because you almost want it kind of under one roof, or at least one program per se, because I do have currently going, StreamerBot, and that does its own multi-chat, and it seems to be these last two streams that we've done, it seems to work pretty well, because I do have it set to Twitch and YouTube. It doesn't do Kick, which is interesting, but still.
Well, Kick's kind of like fucking scuffed, man.
Oh yeah. So Kick is its own little window right now, but like it is nice because you can see. The biggest thing I wanted for multi-chat was not having two separate windows for YouTube horizontal versus vertical. So
yeah.
And it just has just has the icon of who's talking where and all this other stuff. So
what does it look like for YouTube Shorts streams? What's the icon look like?
I don't know with the Stream Elements one. The way you can tell when you're setting it up, it'll have an icon within OBS. It'll either have like a monitor, so that basically means you're streaming. Yeah, exactly. So you're either streaming like horizontal, or the phone icon for vertical. I don't know what it looks like in chat, just because their picture here only shows the icon of the platform. It doesn't show which chat is which, for example.
I saw that in the video here. It just kind of like showed like just the platform that it was, not the specific, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would give this some time, but yeah.
I actually downloaded an app on my phone so I could multi-stream to all the platforms when I was in I had my vacation spot. I almost said my vacation spot, but I never ended up using it. But it is pretty cool. It's called Prism Live. If you ever want to like just check it out, it's
is that
you can
console
stream everywhere
too?
with it.
I can't remember if that
might be. I'm not sure.
Sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, it works pretty well actually.
Yeah, because that's the biggest thing with. I think multi-streaming in general is being able to, at least from the streamer's point of view, like being able to see who's chatting where, who pops up where, not missing out on that, whatever not. Because obviously, if someone's over on Twitch and you're talking to them and someone's on YouTube, like I don't feel like I need to have chat on the screen for them to kind of figure it out in terms of who's talking where. I don't feel like they need to talk back and forth. And if they really want to, like, and if I say their, chat out loud, then it's like, I'm basically I'm playing telephone. So
yeah, then they know.
Yeah. So I don't need that to be shown for everyone besides, I guess, me for the most part. So
makes sense.
Yeah. So I would.
I think this is cool though. Innovation is always great.
Yeah. So bring this to ADAM, and I will be a happy camper.
And it's free, dude. Like
I
you
know.
Can't really beat that.
It's not full of ads or something like.
A lot of the big streamers that multi-stream, they use Restream.
See, I've been there, done that before, but
and it's crazy because a lot of them, I think they just use Restream because they don't know that like plugins for OBS exist
are free
multi-stream.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you try to feed that in the chat, but it scrolls by so fast.
Oh yeah, and it's like I don't know. You always, for me, give me something I need, or here's my wants, here's my wish list. It's like, okay, how can I get this for the cheapest? Oh, I can do this for free. Like the plugin. Yeah. I'm assuming the one you're talking about, and probably even the one you're using right now. That's the one off like GitHub, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that one works just fine. It's the little toggle that says same as OBS, and put your stream key in here or whatever, and you're good.
I could stop Kick and Twitch right now without stopping, or I could either one. I could modify them right now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't do is change his titles. I wish that was.
Yep. True.
That would be super cool.
Yeah, I think that feature alone is pretty dope. Just because I don't, like you said, I don't want to have to go to 3-4 other dashboards just to change something, whether it be, a thumb, I guess on the YouTube side of it, a thumbnail and then a title and all that stuff. So
I do just like pop out the quick actions for both of those sites, but it's still kind of annoying. I wish they would all just change at the same time.
Ooh, that'd be dope across the board.
Yeah.
That would be sick. But yeah, keep an eye out for this one. They say more platforms coming, but Twitch, YouTube, X, and Kick. I'm like, I understand there's Rumble and Trovo and all that other stuff out there, but I don't know. I feel like they got the big two, and I guess Kick being the third already in place. So I feel like they're on the right track. So.
All right, that one's
all right. Done with this.
Do we want to spin it 50-50? Do it.
Let's do it.
Give it to me. 50-50 for the 50 series.
And we get the 50 series. Look at that.
Do it, shit.
So I'm very curious.
This doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't, but at this point, I'm almost. Are these gamers actually buying this, or is this AI again?
Are these scalpers?
That too. I don't know who's.
I could have looked at that.
I don't know who's buying what at this point. Because correct me if I'm wrong, just based off, I think I watched maybe one or so. So 5090, they're saying that was an increase of the 4090 by about 30%, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then it seemed like a lot of the YouTubers and whatever not were saying that the 5080 versus the 4080 wasn't really an upgrade. Am I right on that or wrong?
Repeat that?
They were basically saying there wasn't too much of an upgrade on the 5080 at least.
Oh, from the 4080?
Yeah.
There was an upgrade, but it wasn't like dramatic. Like the 4090, 5090.
Okay. Okay. Which again, it doesn't really matter because it seems like they both sold out no matter what. Yeah, what do we got?
There's no way.
1,000 for 5080.
No way this is real.
What?
A new listing on eBay: Gigabyte Nvidia RTX 5090 for $500 or best offer.
Oh, as an auction thing?
It's $500 or yeah, you're right. It might be an auction.
Oh, still
no, buy it now.
Buy it now for 500.
$500. There's no way that's real.
You're getting the box. That's all you're getting for that.
And then the one right below that is Zotac 5090 for $2,500.
There we go. 2,500 though? Because even if they're saying an Asus one is $2,800 on this article.
Oh my god. This is people are doing it. RTX 5090, read description. $1,949.99. Attention all humans, to be clear, I am not selling a graphics card. I am selling a piece of paper with a picture of a graphics card. So unless you're a robot, don't buy this.
What the fuck? No way.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on my shit list. How about that? Dude, so, what a scum.
So what he did say read description in the title. So is his goal to get the bots to buy this, or is he just being a douchebag? Because he kind of makes it sound like he's trying to get the bots to buy this, but I do think this is a dick thing to do no matter what.
I think it's a dick move to do no matter what. I've
always hated this. The people that sell the boxes for like $500.
Okay, so what's the image look? Print. I was gonna say, does the image look like the graphics card?
Yeah, look like. Well, I mean, you can't see, but well, okay, that does look like a piece of paper. But I mean, like, if you weren't looking at it closely, you would be like, "That's the graphics card. It looks like the graphics card." And then that looks just like the graphics card. So, oof, boy, come on, man.
Good God.
Come on, man.
And he put it in the description too, but like, oh, I'm not returning your money because I put it in the description saying it's a piece of paper. You can't be mad at me. That's your fault. Like, bro.
Yeah, this one says read too. Human buyers, please read before purchasing. Bots, this listing is for you. You're oh man, there's a lot of people on eBay selling printed pieces of paper right now. Oh man.
Does that
Anyway,
actually combat the bots though? I don't know if that would.
I feel like that just screws real people over more than it screws the bots.
Well, either way, I don't feel like they're gonna feel any shame if someone real buys it.
Oh, this is what I want to see. I want to see sold items to see if any of these are actually selling. The bot or the
papers.
pieces of paper. Oh, bro, 5090s are selling so high, bro. $7,000.
Dude, what it
$10,000. Holy fuck.
what are you using it for?
I don't know.
So that's another
Is this
topic.
AI? So I don't know. That's interesting because they make graphics cards specifically for AI now.
Well, I guess is data okay? So in a weird way, is data mining? It's still a thing, but is it still that big? Because do they still use these for data mining?
Fuck, man. They do. But it was supposed to like get worse, like mining with graphics cards. I don't know. I never really looked further into it just to figure out if it actually did get worse, because it was supposed to transition from needing GPU power to more of like memory power, so like RAM and SSDs. But I don't know if it ever did.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Well, especially for Nvidia, why would you switch? If they're gonna buy them, they're gonna buy them.
Well, that was like the blockchain itself was transitioning to a different kind of like mining material that GPUs it didn't really have a big play in.
Okay.
I'm not a miner, so I you know, I didn't really. I remember that was like the saving grace for gamers when the it wasn't 30 series was releasing. It was all fucked up.
Yeah.
And LTT made a video on it that I had watched.
My biggest
I'm not
problem.
surprised that they're selling out.
I'm not either, but at least is that that's MSRP at least. But then again, my biggest problem is the eBay ones, like you said, $7,000 or some shit like that.
Dude, that's wild.
Granted,
these are sold listings too.
So I'd be very curious to know if it probably would still have happened, is my guess. But I'm curious if people bought these in fear of them being more expensive because of tariffs.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Having that have a play on it, and which I've seen some articles talking about, you know, like, oh, if tariffs do happen, whatever, not like whether it be cell phones or GPUs or, you know, gaming consoles, PCs, whatever. It's like, all right, if you want it, almost using a fear tactic, like buy it now. And you
need this now. FOMO.
Yeah. And the hard part about that is let's, you know, these tariffs get slapped on, your price goes up, and people, oh God, especially let's just say it, the Switch 2, is for some reason, if that goes up or whatever, not, you know, Nintendo gets a $500 console. They get that taste of getting $500 for a console instead of, you know, $350. Because people are willing to pay for it. Do companies, you know, I'm assuming companies are just going to keep it at that price, even with a tariff or not in the future, because they're like, oh, people are willing to pay for it then. Why not now? Until we vote with our wallets or something, but still.
Yep. I think they would I think they would keep it the same price too.
Yeah.
Because we're caving already.
Yeah.
Why? Who's to say we won't cave a little bit more?
Yeah. So.
Bro. So.
It's just getting expensive.
I found at least 3 listings that have sold
for the 7,000. Oh, the piece of my God.
They're just piece of paper. $2,200 for a piece of paper. This one was $2,000, 1 penny under $2,000 for a piece of paper, and this one was $300 for a piece, or $400 for a piece of paper.
When something's too good to be true, folks, you gotta. That one's so. They're both so weird.
That's crazy. I feel bad if those are real people.
I know. I'm
and
like,
not
oh, I'm
bots.
gonna. Well, not only that, but like, especially if it's like right now, I'd be like, oh, my boyfriend wanted the newest GPU. I'm gonna be such a good, I'm gonna be such a good girlfriend or whatever, not because I got him this, and then, babe, here's your piece of paper.
So, how does this work, bro? Like, so, like, let's say you bought this and you were like super excited, and you truly didn't know that it was just gonna be a piece of paper, and in mail you got a piece of paper. Will eBay refund you? Because it clearly says in the description.
If it clearly states what it is,
that it's
I don't
a
think
piece of paper.
I don't think they would. I don't think they have to.
I
How
don't
about
think
that?
they would either. I don't think they have to either.
No. If the item describes itself as what it is and you happen to buy it, then you bought it for what it is.
It's crazy because this one sold as well for $19.50, and the first part of the description is the Nvidia RTX 5090 is the most powerful GPU ever made, bringing the blah 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 Nvidia Blackwell architecture and equipped with 32 gigs blah 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 blah, and then below that, like a fucking, it says disclaimer: do not buy. This is a piece of paper. You will get an A4 size picture of an RTX 5090.
Good God, all that effort.
People suck.
Yeah,
People suck, bro.
People, that's why it's not hard to kill someone with kindness, because I feel like it's almost so rare nowadays. A little diamond in the rough kind of action to actually be a fucking decent person.
Yeah, good guy.
Like,
I remember when this
dude.
was happening at the launch of almost all of the consoles, actually, and the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I remember. I want to say it was actually the first Xbox. I remember this being a thing where people were selling. Hence, that's why I was like, "Oh, it's maybe just the box of the graphics card." Yeah, because it was just the box of the Xbox. So it's like, you scumbag, dude.
Yep.
Just grind my gears. I'm like, you are scum of the earth. So, someone's just trying to have a good Christmas or whatever, not, and lo and behold, they just get a cardboard box. I'm like, God damn it.
Because there are like people that are less technologically advanced than us that don't see read description. They just see like a 5090 and they good price and they get and they fucking buy it.
Yep. Dude, people were, hence the Wii U. People were already confused on the Wii U, and that was just a name. And it's just like, dude, people are buying pieces of paper now on eBay. Like, God damn it.
So whatever.
Yeah. So if anything, they're going to be expensive, whether you wanted one or not, kind of thing. And how about you don't? See, I've always had a hard time. Granted, I say this as I have a freaking Facebook Marketplace PC in my living room or whatever. Not like, I feel like you almost have to know the person, or at least get them talking about at a certain level. Like, do they know what they're talking about when they're selling me this system? The guy had a freaking like umpteen PCs in there, water cooled this and that, and like basically he had like a server PC up in his kind of guy. He had like a server style kind of PC up in his whatever room and stuff and all this other stuff, and he's like, yeah,
like a more legit server than mine.
I don't know,
like a rack and everything.
Oh, it wasn't a rack status, but it was. He actually filled up one of those, like, not even a mid tower, like full tower, like size kind of shit of just like water cooled, like custom water cool loops, this and that. And it's just like, okay, I feel like I'm safe to buy this from this guy because he knows what he's talking about. He's like, oh yeah, you can try out Doom, whatever game you want to try on Steam, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, versus some guy who's just like, yeah, I just found this in the attic or something and whatever, or you got a scumbag who's using hardware for data mining and all this other stuff. Stolen or whatever. So it's just like, unless it's at a Best Buy or first party or someone you can trust, eBay would be rough unless they got good reviews or something like that, or a good return policy. How about that? So
I've never actually bought a used graphics card. They've always been new. Actually, all of my PC parts have been new. For mine and my wife's PC.
Yeah, I'd say unless mine have come from either someone that knows someone else, or again, you end up talking to someone for a while and trust them that way, kind of shit. But
yeah,
it would be very rough. No communication, no nothing. Just be like, well, this. Okay, so speaking of that, I don't know if you're still on it. What's the review for this person on eBay selling these pieces of paper?
Oh. I already closed it.
That's fine.
I was done looking at it. There's multiple though, dude. I found like 7 listings of selling paper.
My biggest thing is I'm just saying if someone runs into this stuff, dude, I would hit them with I don't know if you have to buy something to review it per se, but like I would hit them with that 1 star. Like,
yeah.
Or
I don't know. So like on Steam, I know you have to be like is it Steam that you have to like be verified played?
Yeah, you have to play it for so long. I think you have to play it for 2 hours, 30. I don't know what it is. You have to play it for some time though.
Yeah, let me.
That way you can. That way you can't. That way you can't spam it and just review bomb or whatever not. But yeah, I feel like even if they would get mad and be like, "Oh yeah, bro, I have it in the description. It's for it's a piece of paper. I tell them what it is." Like, yeah, at the very bottom of it in a fine print kind of fashion. I'm like, dude, no.
After like describing what a 5090 is.
Yeah, like come on, man. And don't get me wrong, like yeah, we can pick that out, but again, we're trying to think of the normies here. So
the one that sold for $400, the guy has an 87.5% positive review, 24 reviews. The one that sold for, oh my god. This is crazy, actually. The one that sold for $2,000, the guy has 100% positive reviews. But none of them are like, there's no feedback, though.
So he's talking about bots. So watch him botting his own account. Like,
yeah, definitely could be bots of his own account.
Good God.
People suck, bro. People suck.
I'm over it.
I just give shit away.
Yeah, I'm over it. Like, oh, you need something? Here, like I'll give you the good old freaking homie discount. That's the discount. I'm about to give Jensen a 3D printer. So like, there you go. Bam, bam.
I have nothing to do with it.
Bam. See, that's what's up. That is what's up. All right, our very final topic of the night, folks. Unless we get into obviously some tech tangents here later, is Hogwarts Legacy official PC modding update, which is fantastic for this developer to do. We were talking about him last week on the stream, and yeah, here I'll just click play and kind of shut up just a little bit, but it does look dope.
Yeah, let's click play at the same time. Ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Hey everyone, Chandler Wood here, Community Manager at Avalanche Software, and I'm incredibly excited to finally announce that official modding is coming to Hogwarts Legacy in our next free update. That's right, we're opening the doors and we can't wait to see what you come up with.
Dude, I'm so excited. I loved this game.
Wait,
I loved this
what
game.
exactly is modding?
Dude, being on the owl would be sick.
Chandler. Modding is the ability for you, our amazing community of players, to create and play custom content in Hogwarts Legacy. But Chandler, isn't modding usually complicated? It doesn't have to be. We've made it easy for everyone. It's all simplified with official tools provided by us.
I've never done it with like
For mod
Fallout or
creators, you'll
anything
be
like
able to
that,
get
but
the
it seems
official
like
Hogwarts
just like a
Legacy Creator
download your
Kit free on the Epic
basically
Games Store.
download app.
The Creator Kit provides powerful tools right at your fingertips,
just like an extension
allowing you to
almost.
flex your inner developer, like the ones here at Avalanche. And conjure the magic with custom mods that other players can enjoy too. If you're already dreaming up new mods, connecting your CurseForge and WB Games accounts will let you easily upload your creations directly into Hogwarts Legacy for other players to enjoy. And for players to use these mods, our in-game mod manager makes finding, downloading, and installing mods as easy as casting Alohomora. So what's possible with mods? Whether it's adding small touches like hairstyles or character
game
cosmetics,
first came out,
or diving deep with gameplay changes like new dungeons and quests.
Yeah,
I'm
new dungeons,
excited for what I've seen
quests,
so
new
far.
dungeons and
In
quests,
fact, we've been working with some incredible
magic
mod
carpet
creators
ride.
at launch to make sure you'll have
A whole
some really
new
cool
world.
things ready to play with right from day one.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Actually.
All right, so let's talk
Hair's pretty
brooms.
dope.
Why settle for a standard sweeper when you can fly on something a little more creative? How about transforming your broom
the
into a
dragon
dragon
is
spire,
sick.
a phoenix, or even a vacuum cleaner as an
I
homage
wonder if
to a
this
few other
mod
wishes?
is gonna make it so it adds the 2-player mod.
Yeah.
And we'll have fresh ways to customize characters.
Ooh, I can see
Want
that.
long braids, Kelpie-inspired clothes, or maybe Hogwarts house outfits in new styles like Kraken or Periwinkle. Done. Now you've got it. Want new gameplay challenges to tackle? How about a brand new endless dungeon experience with constant combat and hidden paths?
Dude, a lot of
Check
people
out
are
the
saying
Dungeon of Doom
Quidditch,
mod.
boys.
Feeling
Quidditch,
whimsical?
boys.
There's a brand new
Yeah,
magical
Quidditch
creature
mod.
fetch quest.
I can see that. The field's there.
Wait.
But this is just the beginning. Now is where you come in.
Me?
Our modding tools give you the ability to create these new quests, design custom dungeons,
Dude,
and
a
make
lot
an
of people are
assortment of
also
cosmetic
saying,
changes.
so are people going to do this for free? And I really wanted to chime in on the comments and be like, dude, Halo Forgers have been doing shit for free for years.
3 or 4 or 10. Mods make my bad Photoshop a thing of the past and in-game dreams a reality.
Halo Infinite is basically a Forge game at this point. Modding is the next
stage of Hogwarts Legacy, and we're excited to put it in the hands of our community. That's you.
It's their hobby.
To see what you create,
what's that
get ready
big
to conjure the
website or
magic.
the mod website?
Official modding support and the Hogwarts Legacy Creator Kit releases on January 30th. We can't wait to embark on this magical new journey with you.
Oh, it's already out?
Bye.
Yeah.
January 30th?
Yeah, yesterday, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's high, bro. Is it on the PlayStation too?
Oh, I don't think so. No, it's on PC. Yeah, last update brings PC modding to the action RPG. So the thing I want to say about that, though, is I think it was Skyrim. Someone in Skyrim made a mod so you could have multiple people in the same game or whatever, not? So it made it seem more alive, whatever. That same person was rumored to be working on one for Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, they well, I don't know if it was that person that was the one that I saw, but they actually had it like working to an extent. It was hard when you traveled around the castle, going in and out of doors with 2 players, but they did have it like working. You could have 2 people on the same screen. It was cool.
Interesting. Just make it like a Club Penguin, but Harry Potter.
People wanted to. Around. There were RPers that wanted to have a Hogwarts Legacy RP server.
Oh, that would be.
that would be cool.
5
you
points.
Have Dark Wizards. And,
yeah. 5 points for this house. That's when you can get into the real nitty gritty of Harry Potter. I feel like. Okay. Oh, especially with the dark magic. Oh man, like, all right, who the fuck who killed who? Like,
imagine if you cast that spell and it actually kills the guy. You know what I mean?
Permadeath.
Yep.
Who killed
One
who?
life characters. You're fucked.
Yeah.
It's Hogwarts Legacy on hardcore.
Oh yeah. Dude, some of those dungeons would be interesting.
Very, very cool.
Quidditch, someone's gonna be banking that.
Oh, guaranteed. Quidditch is something that has felt missing from the game since day one. So
yeah, I will say the controls could be adjusted, in my opinion, just by a little bit. PC? Yeah, well, like using I just used a controller when I was doing it, but the like up, down, and whatever not. I feel like they need just a little bit of refinement, and then it's fine.
I don't remember. I beat it when it came out.
Because the camera angle when you're like flying and I don't know, it just felt a little off. Kind of going fast and whatever not. But no, I think, oh man, that guarantee races, especially with mods, like, all right, you're going to have a dragon race or this and that. Like,
oh yeah,
that'll be interesting.
This is super cool. And now that they've released mods, they're done, right? They're not going to release anything else. I think that's what they said, right?
Yeah, I think just update. Yeah, support for whatever not. I'm trying to think. I wonder if because the game
Legacy 2, baby,
the game would probably you'd be able to see in the files, I would assume. But in terms of the because there's never anything under the water that I remember. So I'd be curious if that could be possible. If there's something that you could make with that, because the whole time I'm just thinking like,
wait,
could they almost just what?
Weren't there quests that you had to do things under the water?
I can't remember if there was or not.
I feel like I had to swim.
Because if you can, then the whole time I'm just thinking Goblet of Fire.
Oh yeah, add the whole merfolk area.
Just redo the whole thing. Like, dude, if you can add multiple people, then it's like, all right, guys, you're all competing. Here's the maze. Here's the
whole game.
Like, here's the gillyweed. Like, here's the dragons. Go get the egg. I'm just saying, freaking modders could take this to the whole movie, basically.
That would be so sick. Oh man, holy shit, dude.
Oh my god, another one. Chess.
Oh dude, fighting the dragon. You do the dragon. Oh man. Oh, the chest? The wizard chest?
The wizard chest. I guarantee we're just basically at this point with mods. We're just having GTA Wizard Edition.
Yeah, what? There's not much else you could take from the movies. Was the three-headed dog in this one? I can't remember.
In the game, or
yeah, in the game currently.
I don't think so.
You know that's in now, though. I mean, with mods, that's definitely in by now.
But
the
yeah,
chest,
you could.
The chest would be sick with if you have 2 players too. The chest would be sick. Yeah.
The pieces,
dude. I'm just
killing each other.
I'm just imagining being in that arena fighting the dragon now. That would be so cool.
That would be dope.
Yeah. Especially if we could like get multiplayer and have like 5 people competing like in the movie. Well, 4 technically. You're supposed to have 4, but
yeah,
we had 5 in the movie. That'd be so cool.
You all have to race towards the key.
Wait, did we have 5? We had 4 in the movie actually. There was supposed to be 3.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I fucked up.
Either way, though, these mods are gonna go hard. I guarantee it. I'd be curious to know what's on there now, but yeah, like what's in the works would be interesting.
Do I have it installed? If I have it installed, I'll open it up right now and we'll just check it out. It's just too big a game to like
install. Yeah, I don't think I have mine installed.
Do you have Killing Floor installed? I know I bought that for you. You probably don't.
Let me see if it installed or not. Library.
I don't have it installed. Damn, that's unfortunate. I will install it. Maybe I'll check this out tomorrow. Maybe if I have a minute, I'll check this out tomorrow.
Yeah, how big is it? 71. That's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of drives in this fucking PC, man.
Is that with glasses and everything? Oh god, I gotta look at this.
Am I stuttering now? Because it's like using so much bandwidth to download. I'm gonna pause this download actually. Oh, another bot. Look at that.
The Phoenix is sick.
I loved this game. It was my favorite game of whatever year this came out. Did it win Game of the Year? I don't think it did.
No, it did not.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It should have. Oh, yeah. This is why they didn't add Quidditch, too, because they had Quidditch Champions coming out.
Yeah.
Did you ever check this out? I didn't check it out.
No. Even when it was in early access, I didn't.
Is there like... It doesn't look as good.
Dude, the different wands are dope.
Jesus Christ, that was loud. Are you looking at it in the Steam right now?
Yeah. A chicken wand? What the fuck?
Where are you seeing this?
It's like in their patch notes on the very top. Sick. Legacy. Dope. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I see it now.
Do's and don'ts. Don't use. Okay. So nothing like crazy. Just saying while you're creating stuff, don't do this, don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Super cool though. I'm excited. Oh dope. Jesus! Holy moly!
Cool.
Oh, you watch a big old sword for a wand?
Yeah.
That's cool. Dang. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're getting a little bit more life out of this game. A bat, like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Because this game was great, and everybody loved it. That could separate the work from the artist.
I do like how it has new life to it a little bit too, with mods like that. In case you want to jump back in, or when it does get Quidditch, or a little local, I guess, multiplayer kind of thing, or however it works.
Yep.
Because yeah, I could even see the freaking, I don't even know what it was called, but I think it was a main thing because everyone had to do it. You like push the ball out so far and you get so many points with your wand.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just have that be like its own like little story mission or something.
Oh yeah.
Just like simulate everything. Like, all right, you can do this if you want to. You can have a leaderboard of this. Because if someone could attach a leaderboard across like a global thing or however it works, like that'd be kind of dope. But yeah, it is good to see life like that.
How would they do that? You'd probably just download the mod, and if you competed in that, with the mod installed, it would like take your score.
Yeah, that's my guess.
You know they're gonna add like Master Chief and Iron Man, and you're gonna be able to be
different characters.
Oh, flying around like Iron Man, that'd be sick.
That would be dope.
That'd be sick. And then your wand, you don't really have a wand, you just have your blasters from your hand.
Or you get, because I think there's always a like comparison of like, all right, well, first of all, it's usually like, are you either a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan? And sometimes it's even the comparison of, are you a Star Wars fan or a Harry Potter fan? So just have like, if they had giant sword, just giant lightsaber, just.
I get, dude. And then, oh man. And then for when you cast the spell, it'll make you like Avada Kedavra. You chop them in half with your lightsaber.
Yeah, I can't remember what the game was called, but it was literally all it was dragons. You were flying around on dragons, and you were like killing each other, like team deathmatch in a sense with dragons. I'm almost imagining it'd be. I could see someone doing that. Or again, if you get multiple people in this thing, like you can have like 3-on-3 dragon battles in the air or whatever it is. Like
that'd be sick. Any sort of battles, you know, flying around in your
get
broom.
Wild,
even.
Yeah.
Spell targeting would be so hard. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'll be dope though. I'm excited. This will make me play the game again. I always got whenever I get asked about like Harry Potter versus something else, it's always Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings for me.
Those are, well, everything's, I guess, two completely different universes, but I think magic versus well, I guess there's magic in both, but still it's not used, like I feel like only one person uses magic per se.
I think it's just because they came out at more similar times.
Yeah, interesting.
I think that's the only thing that really correlates.
Yeah,
I was like, I like them both. Shit.
Yeah, why do you only have to tribalize one?
Shadows of Mordor was a great game.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yep, and the Nemesis system died in it.
Yeah, so stupid. Stupid.
Dude, imagine the Nemesis system in a game like Halo Infinite. Oh my god,
Halo Infinite,
sick.
Legacy, like WB.
Legacy would have been sick too.
WB have anything to do with this game? I can't remember.
I think they did. Wait, they did. Did they not?
That's what I'm saying.
How would they put it in here though?
Yeah, publisher, Warner Bros. Games.
What would you die to?
The trolls and stuff out in the world.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, there are a bunch of trolls around.
Yeah, so just stuff like that, the open world stuff. I guess you could do it to the main story bosses if you really wanted to, but I feel like the open world stuff you could tweak. But still, goddamn, Warner Bros. You screwed up on that one.
Yeah, I actually love the Nemesis system too. It is so cool. I just wish it could be in other games.
It was dope. It got me pissed off quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
I was like, you son of a bitch! Dude. Just instantly just went after to go kill that same dude.
The next Batman game, they should put the Nemesis system in if they make another one. That would be sick.
Rocksteady would have to make that correct.
Yeah.
They need a win. How about that? They need a win.
They really need a win. Speaking of Rocksteady, I think I'm sending you Gotham Knights, right?
If you want to, yeah, sure, go for it. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. Wait, they didn't even make Gotham, did they? It's Suicide Squad they made.
Well, yeah, they were forced to make that. Let's just say that. But
yeah, I hear it was ass. I never played it.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing that crap. I don't care what characters are in there. I'm not playing that. That's a game you value your time with. I'm just like, I'm not dealing with that.
If I get it for free, I'll try it out.
Yeah, maybe. I'm even thinking. Well, I think even for plays, I want to say for is like Prime.
I don't even want to download it.
I think even like Prime Gaming, or I don't think it was Epic. It might have been the PlayStation Plus or something like that. It was. I think that someone was giving it away for free, and I was just like, "Nah, dog. That's my time.
You're like,
that's my time."
Nah, I don't feel like it. Yeah, I don't feel like it.
I'm like, you got this whole battle pass system in there and all this other stuff. I'm just like, yeah, no.
You just cringed a little bit. You're like,
Yeah.
No, you can't even pay me to play that game.
Like, I'm a Batman fan, and I'm not even playing Batman in this shit.
So you were talking about something earlier that I just like totally forgot to mention this to. It was about scams, right? And about how like,
the social engineering.
Yeah, at the very beginning, and I wanted to mention this, but Temu's very good at that. If you have Temu installed on your phone,
okay,
it's very good at making you think that you spent $103, but you didn't really spend it. Like it'll
what the hell?
So, for example, the last notification I got from Temu was, Kyler, a reimbursement offer issued on 2025 at 1/31/2025.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, a reimbursement for what? What did I buy?
Yeah.
I didn't buy anything. You click on it, it takes you to like this area where you can buy something to get a reimbursement.
What the hell? That's scummy.
It's wild. And then right here, 1302, you saved, and then it tells me or like $22 on this item. And it sounds like it's implying that I spent 1302, but I did not. It's telling me how much that item would cost and how much I would save if I bought that item. It's crazy, dude. And it trips me out all the time.
Yeah,
I
so
open
notifications
up, like,
are getting you in there and like, oh, they're in here now. All right, let's see if we can get them to buy something. That's so stupid.
Maybe he'll actually buy it this time.
That's so stupid.
I still haven't bought a damn thing off there. I just look at it to look at all the like broken shit.
Yeah, I treat that as, because I've never bought it off this site either, but I treat that site as like Alibaba. I'm just like,
yeah.
Okay.
I've actually bought from Alibaba.
I'm not saying you can't get stuff like what you actually look at in a sense, but I'm just like, no.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm good.
Real careful. What did I buy? I actually bought some moisture sensors for work off there for like a really good deal too, and they work like awesome. But I got lucky.
Yeah,
I got lucky.
Nowadays, I feel like you buy those 5 stars, no problem. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had for this week's patch notes, though. Granted, a little beefy on that end, but that's what I was able to find. So if anyone else has anything, feel free to let me know in the comments, because obviously there's a shit ton of stuff that happens in tech. But was that it for any tech tangents that you had there, good sir?
No, I think we added in everything. We managed to add in the PlayStation thing. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, man.
All right. Well then,
Nvidia possible lawsuit. I'll be keeping my eye on that. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if PlayStation brings back those 30th anniversary themes for some money.
I'm really curious how we'll actually know tomorrow, won't we?
For what?
On how these tariffs are going to affect tech moving forward.
Oh yeah,
I believe that they get announced tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to kick in on February-ish or something like that. So yeah,
so
we should have an update.
Interesting to see.
Yeah, update next week. So make sure you're subscribed to Dat Kyler, Teched Out, whether it be Twitch, Kick, YouTube, all that good stuff, wherever you're tuning in at. And yeah, every Friday about what do we got? 6 p.m. Pacific time for the most part. So.
Yeah, I think we almost hit 6 right on the dot today.
Cool.
No, technical difficulties.
Yeah, true. So hence the give or take, the plus or minus. Yeah, there's always that sigma in there. But
sigma. Nice slide drop of sigma. I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got this week, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and take it easy, okay, guys?
Yeah. See you guys next time. Peace.